Hello everyone and welcome! Hello everyone and welcome! Oops. Hello everyone and welcome! Oops. Hello everyone and welcome! Oops.
Hey.
Okay, I fixed that. Alright, Echo should be gone. Oops. But hi everyone! Happy February or end of February.
Can't believe it's March tomorrow.
I know, another month. Yeah. Yeah, it's March tomorrow because February is only 28 days.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hope we have big plans for March.
Maybe.
I mean, it's almost spring, right?
I mean, yeah. I think it is spring, like near enough.
Oh yeah, close enough. What's the first day of spring? Time to Google.
21st? 22nd?
March 20th. Okay, yeah, so we are actually getting close to there.
I mean, it's been like 10 degrees, like C every morning for about 2 weeks here now, so.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, there's like snow in my car.
Yeah, I had snow like before then. It's light jacket weather.
Apparently, you're loud, Flora, and there's a bit of a echo on Synth's mic. Synth!
Hopefully that's better.
Is that me?
Turn myself down a little bit. I'm not usually the loud one.
Anyway. Hey, happy 28th, happy tour day. We have lots of houses on the list. Lots of nice, exciting views to see.
I hope that's better, everyone. Just let us know if not. But yes, we have 20 awesome houses on the list today. And we're joined today by our special guest, Mr. Sint.
I'm going by Mrs. Sint now.
Oh, wow, okay.
I am in fact but a small town girl, and I am living in a lonely world.
I feel that, I feel that. Miss, wait, is it Mrs. or Miss?
I'll take either. I'll even take a Ms.
A Ms. Let's see. So today we're starting out with Ren's house. Let's see. The owner is Kyletta Valger. So if anyone's not with us already, oh, let me turn myself down again real quick. Okay, hopefully that's better. But we're here today and the address is Excalibur, Ward 1, Plot 41. So if you're not joining us, if you're not here with us already and you want to join us, feel free to join us anytime. We post the addresses in the stream. And that's that. Otherwise, feel free to just watch and observe and join us someday if you wish, or don't.
I need coffee.
You need coffee? I just had some before I got on.
I ordered some, because I'm that kind of person.
Ooh. Yes, I woke up an hour ago. Maybe a little less.
Same.
Nice. I've at least been up for 9 hours, I think.
Sin, are you in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
My sleep schedule's
England
really
boy.
wonky at the weekends.
Oh boy. This is such a pretty yard. Ren, did you design this yard? Probably. Alrighty, let's go in. I like this curved path. I love me a good curved path.
Ooh. Ooh, I remember seeing this in Discord.
Oh, so pretty.
Just love the colors like right away.
Wow. Look at this door. That looks so cool.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I love the little gold accents that you use too.
Chronometer door handle really smart. the line down the middle of it, so it feasibly looks like it's kind of double sides of a lock. It's really,
just
really
push
good
it.
use of that. Yeah. I see slat. I
Oh
love a good
no.
slat.
No, stop.
I love the height of the ceilings too. It's like
Mhm.
so roomy and spacious. Oh my god, look at all this. And look at this little den too. Oh, it's
Ooh,
so
that
good.
fireplace. Those are like the leatherworking vents, right? That's really brave. I can never make those work.
I'm really liking all these red accents and the way they're being offset against like the brown most of the time, so they're not overwhelming. Red's a really hard color to use in a palette without it kind of dominating everything.
For
Really
sure.
smartly done.
For sure. And you're using not only like red with black, but also like cherry woods too. So like it like fits with the color schematic that you set up, but it also like helps to bring in some woodsy tones too.
And
It's
it's really
almost-
into. Whoops,
It's
sorry.
almost
Go.
a bit like a gradient the way it's balanced. Kind of you've got those wood tones that are kind of bridging that gap between the red and the black, and it means that kind of you can take any of those three colors, put them one next to each other, one regardless of what it is, and it still balances out. Just a smart palette.
I'm really liking this pop of blue that you added too. And you can see that the flower wall that you added in the back over there too to add some texture. Ren, you're so good.
Really liking this overhang over the bar.
Yeah, and just
What is it
the
even
bar
called?
itself. You mean these line thingies?
Like I know they're rect boys, but like what is that entire structure called?
That's a good question. I don't know what you would call that.
It's slats.
Yeah, just like slats?
It's just slats. Big slats.
Yeah,
Big slats.
thick slats.
Yeah,
Chunky
big slats.
slats.
Big slats used to be my rap name, you know.
Ah, I see. You got anything to show us?
Okay, show us your skills. We're ready.
No, I'm good. I really like this open window though, the
Mhm.
way that the flowers in the back are basically replicating kind of stars and everything. It's just quite smart the way it casts from the shadow as well. And it's just, I've rarely seen something that looks like a night sky which hasn't had to kind of bomb it with lamps, and this is just well done with the choice of the blue because it's kind of washing out the pink of the flower petals, so they actually seem more kind of starlike.
Mm-hmm. And just the way that the shadow works too, with the spotlight lamp like illuminating just a section of it
Mhm.
and creating the shadow, but then the further back you go, it gets darker and it
Yeah.
has like
That-
this illusion of
That spotlight
gradient.
and that shadow's creating all the depth to it. So it's just really smart to do that in, basically one item.
Said
lovely.
your Weeby house inspired this.
I made a weeby house? Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh look, she added in the espresso machine, which is so cute. Cute red espresso machine.
Apparently there's an upstairs, by the way.
It reminds me of like having like the red KitchenAid stand mixer. Like random red appliance. It's so cute. And the sink is so good too. She used like the aqueduct as well as that new fancy sink.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a thing for people who manage to make sinks actually consistent. So using the aqueduct to trim out the whole kind of counter, just smart.
That's kind of cute how they use a elephant lamp.
Yes,
What is
it's
it
so
called?
cozy.
Matanga?
Yes, that thing.
Ooh. These stairs.
Oh, shall we go upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
these are
like the lighting.
smooth. Yeah. Oh, these are smooth and they are well lit. Ooh, so nice. Oh, this bedroom is so cute. Wow. I'm a fan. Okay, wait, let's start in the bedroom first. So, can we talk about how cute this wall is? I love it. My favorite part of this spring partition is these little blossoms right here. These little coral colored blossoms, they're so cute.
The one at the bottom?
No, the ones like right here. Like right
Oh.
here. I'm pointing to it. They're so cute. They're like, I don't even know what they're supposed to be honest, and I know a lot of flowers. They almost look like poppies, but then you see like it almost looks like a carnation there maybe. Maybe it's like Lysianthus or something. They're so
You know
pretty.
what? You could tell me like a flower is, I don't know, a hydrangea. I'll just believe you because I just don't know.
You're like, yeah, sure. Go with that.
Okay, I believe
Use
you.
those
Okay,
assorted
I believe
candles.
you.
Really clever. You've managed to like kind of take a room which is entirely red, then make a red accent, and just like the assorted candles and the light they cast, kind of oranging the panel out. Managed to at least make it stand out still. Just smart.
Very smart.
Smart.
Very smart. Cute little green panel room here. And you still like, I like that you add this little green section too because you frame it in black so it like ties into the thematic that you created downstairs as well. So clever.
Is this supposed to be like a vanity? But when you look at it, Minfilia stares back at you?
It's a Minfilia shrine
Ah,
with a
think
nice
her
little
staring
table
back at you is
for
a
reading a book
vanity.
too.
excuse me, what did you say, Sin?
So I don't think her staring back at you is a vanity. I think that's something else entirely.
Yeah, it must just be like a desk with a large portrait in front of it.
Or it's
Ah,
the painting you keep in the
Like-
attic to, you know, maintain
see,
your
look,
youth
look.
forever.
Where you can read to Minfilia too. Like just read her a story and pretend she's there.
well, Minfilia deserves love, like someone said.
And a cute bathroom with this. Oh, I love the stone texture you use for this bathroom. So good.
It's really consistent with the rest of the house.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with all the stone accents downstairs, perfect place for it. Whilst also, it's good to have this kind of color palette in the bathroom as well because it's a really good place to lose the red.
So cute. And I think there's like a secret hidden room in the back. Let's go check that out. Oh, that's so
Oh.
cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, wow. This is like the little office slash entertainment room.
I question what you're watching on TV.
Aura's gone wild.
Eorzea beach party.
Harmonis loves anime.
I guess this is like a kind of weeby build, so checks out. It's so cute and very cozy. Yeah, this is like the
Ellie.
anime room. Hi, Ellie! This is like the anime room where people come to watch the newest episode of My Hero. Or whatever this may be.
You know what? I really
I like
like
how there's, you know, there's the swords with the TV.
I like that it's
In,
the first
in case you see something that you're so offended by, you need to like stab the screen, right?
Well,
Like
it is a weeby room,
swords
so
at
you
the
gotta have
go.
your samurai swords at hand.
Who doesn't have a good samurai sword?
Yeah, you're not a real weeb if you don't have a samurai sword at your disposal.
Hmm. Hey, Ren, tell your homeowner to put clothes in her mannequins. Or, I guess his?
There.
There, we go there.
It's not a
No, you
mannequin.
Maybe.
It's
Oh.
it's Aorzia Wet and Wild merch.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they're
Oh,
trying
I
to tie into
see.
the thematic that's on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe
Anime
they're a
fans
producer of the
always
show.
collect. Yeah.
Could be like a producer of the show.
I don't think so.
Come on, believe.
Anime fans love merch, you know?
It's true.
It fits.
It's true.
I'm
It's
not
like
gonna,
a it's like a real life figurine. Like a life size figurine.
No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
question what they do with a life-size figure in their bedroom.
I
They flat pack it
mean,
and make it a waifu pillow.
No! Alright, we're going to the next house.
thank you for inviting us, Ren. So beautiful
really
as
lovely house.
always. It's so happy. It's so great to see more of your work as always.
I'm so proud you're back.
You always make me so happy with the way you inject flowers into the house. And this one is so pretty, but still so you.
Full of smart choice. Really, really good.
Alrighty, so now we're going to Mist.
On to Limsa.
Limsa we go. Mist.
Where are we going, Sint?
Oh. We're going to... We're still on Excalibur. Mist. Ward 24. Plot 58. For a build by PJ.
Wow.
That was almost like radio DJ by you.
Yeah, he punctuates it for emphasis. Southwest sub?
Yeah, Southwest sub.
It's like
And
up the hill or something.
58. This way. Wow, I go
really
so
just like this
fast.
corner. I bet it's like where her house is.
No, that's the wrong house I go. Wait. I go and I went to the wrong place. I was like, wow, I go so fast, but we went to the wrong place.
Maybe. It's very weeby as well.
Ah, the greeting. When people finish their day and hurry home, my day starts. My diner is open from midnight to morning, but some call it midnight diner. No way! It's that show!
I don't know what show you're talking about.
It's a show on Netflix where it's another weeby house. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm silently nodding my head here like, yep.
Yes, yes.
Netflix.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes. It's a show
So
on Netflix
hands-
called Midnight Diner.
That means something to me. Alright, let's go in. Show of hands if you don't watch TV at all, or any Netflix shows.
Alright, let's go in. I love the weepy yard. I mean, is it really a secret? Wow. Wow. Wow.
So, I just noticed something that I'm probably going to have to take the opportunity to educate about. If we look up, there is something that has been floated in this house that is unfloatable, which unfortunately does mean this house is built with third-party tools. Now, the reason this is a thing, and the fact it's a bad thing, is aside from being against terms of service, it's what enables people to do the majority of their void building, which is obviously something Square are very actively against. It's this basically puts everything in the housing community has at risk. We're pretty much being let to have glitches. They could choose to take that away at a certain point. Obviously, we've seen a massive rise in exterior glitching using stuff in recent times, which has definitely caught Square's attention. It's just not for the continued enjoyment of the housing community and keeping what we have. It's just not something that you should do.
So since Prue also just not tolerate third-party programs, we're just gonna have to like move on. But thank you so much for submitting, and have a good day.
We hope that hopefully in your next build you can avoid using TPP, but for now we'll just have to exit. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so where are we heading to next?
Our next house is on XIV, Lavender Beds, Ward 17, Plot 11, and it's designed by Kitty Valentina. Valentina? But XIV, Lavender Beds.
And to add to Sin's point, he's completely right about the usage of TPP. We don't condone it in Primal Rise Up, and also other servers, other big housing servers, do not condone it in their servers as well, because it essentially runs risk of uprooting the entire housing system for everyone else. So we ask that if you currently are using TPP, please do not use it any further. You know, housing is a luxury, but that means that, you know, we don't want it to ruin it for the rest of the community that does it in conventional and accepted ways. So it's just something to keep in mind. Please try not to ruin it for everyone else. Oh, Nayla's going for a swim. I'll follow you. Oh, an LV11? Wow. So who's this one designed by?
Chili Valentina, I think.
I would say this one's a personal home then.
Oh, I love the way they stacked the little brick slabs with this new tree that I don't know the name of, because then you can see like the you can see how like the brick underneath it is like becomes blue. It's so pretty. I love that.
Outdoor housing furnishings? What? We're
I
supposed
know,
to know the
right?
names of those things?
I really like this new brick. I've tried to use it a little bit before now. My only issue with it is it's really tall.
Yes, it's
Weird.
very chunky, or they're very thick.
Like every other kind of like garden tile just like is eclipsed by it. It just soaks it up. Goes full Kirby.
Yeah, they're so chunky.
I really like this garden design though, the way it's split.
It's so pretty. I love the pergolas that you used here too. So cute.
Let's check out the indoors then.
Okie dokes.
Ooh.
Whoa. Ooh. How pretty. Oh wow, these slats are so nice. I love how it adds so much dimension to the layout. I like that little butterfly portrait that you used just as an accent too. Oh, this is so pretty.
Ooh.
And these windows have such like a night sky kind of feel. So pretty. Hi, Lil P. Welcome. Feel free to join along if you wish. I'm really liking the blue color palette that's also used too.
I can't believe I'm saying this 2 times in a row.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
I
move on.
didn't go downstairs yet?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on. Again, just another reminder, everyone, not to use third-party programs. We're heading to Ultros Mist 422 plot 37. Okay, we're heading to Ultros.
Yep, we're gonna go look at a build by Criven on Wood 22 XIV, as Flora said already.
Oh, this bard music is pretty good.
Let's see. 37. Where? Oh, whoops, I went to the wrong spot already. It's Northeast Subdivision.
Am I the right place?
Oh, hang on. This is the house
I
I'm
am.
working on.
Oh my god!
I was like, wait, this yard looks so familiar. Oh, it's because I did it.
I'm like,
For
in this
another
house,
day.
I was like, why am I the only person here?
37? 37? Where's 37?
It's the little one with the set of stairs.
Oh,
My
okay,
old
okay.
My old personal. If
Ah,
anyone
this
actually
little
remembers
one
that.
over here.
Well, I've got good news.
Oh, I've been to this one. What's your good news?
We're safe.
Yay!
Oh, goodness. Yes, I've been to this one because I'm designing a house in this exact word. So I saw this house the other day when it first opened up and I was just like, oh, so cute. I'm so
Ooh, I like
happy
this
that you guys
yard.
submitted it to the tour. And the yard is so cute. Back when they were first opening
Oh.
up, they had like an actual like queue to enter. It was so cute. There was like going all the way down the stairs and I was like all the way down here waiting.
This is that art party thing.
Oh, do they have
that
an art
Geico
party here
was
too?
posting or something.
Oh! Oh, this is Britsky's friend. Okay.
This is really cute how they've used these blood blossoms.
Yeah,
That's
the
their
blood
name?
blossoms.
Yeah, to cover the kind of
The
corner points
edges.
of where these meet, so it ends up rounding out the tile instead of looking
Yeah,
like
it's so good.
Cross. Smart.
Very smart.
I really like this garden.
I know, this is a really cute garden. Nice job.
Time to yoink.
Alright,
Oh,
let's go
yeah.
inside. The inside's really pretty too.
That was like my first art party, and I'm just like, Is it this place?
This downstairs is so cute, first of all. Like, look at the slats that they use in the back. They add so much nice dimension. Oh, here's the perfect place to read up.
I really like how they put these slats not actually completely against the wall, so the shadow that's coming from them is casting in between the gaps to darken the wall.
That's so true. It almost looks like they're using different colored partitions behind
Yeah.
there. But it adds
I
such
really
like a
like playing
cool
with
illusion.
shadows. Thing is as well, where obviously the shadows break, which is probably not actually intentional, you're getting these spots of red that are kind of showing through up, and it kind of, as you move your camera, it's kind of trailing with it. It's just, it makes it really interesting visually.
It's a good reception area for like, I'm assuming it's like an RP venue or something.
Yeah, wait till you go upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice smooth walls.
Yeah, these stairs are so cute. Like, look at how cleverly done they are. And then upstairs is like a jazz lounge almost.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, the windows and the way they're framed, so stunning. And such
I
a
really
nice,
like these
like,
little windows.
yeah, it has such nice ambiance.
That perfect kind of brick going both ways as well for that little kind of like highlight up against the edge of the window, which then mirrors the like far side wall. I like it. It's those little points of consistency that really kind of bring a build together for me.
This is such a swanky club.
I'm totally into like this, you know, jazz aesthetic. Well, is that even aesthetic? So
Like a
like,
jazz lounge aesthetic, yeah, I'd say
yeah,
that's right.
speakeasy, 1920s, whatever, gentleman's club.
It looks like it probably does stand-up comedy on a Thursday.
It's a good
Tell
spot
us
for
a joke.
RP.
Come on, Sint, tell us a joke.
Okay, I got a knock-knock joke, but you need to start it.
Hey, is this Aiko?
Yes, that's Aiko. She's small
There's
now.
something different about you, Aiko.
Yeah, she took like the shrinking potion from Alice in Wonderland. Oh wait, hang on, I can match you. Sort of. Oh, that's so cute. I like how you made your hair match the dye.
I'm getting totally derailed here. I like this bar area.
Yeah, the bar area is super cute too.
I'm a bit of a sucker for bar builds, and I really like the stagger of the front bar. It's like a realism touch that I feel is missed quite a lot of the time, even though it's built into like the actual bar counter in the game. Like you've always got to have that bit below kind of the surface. That's where all your glasses and everything go, right? And your like easy access string. I like those little things.
What are you making, Sint?
Hmm?
What are you making back there, huh?
You don't want. It's just better if you don't. Also, the ale taps are facing the right direction, and the
Oh,
amount
God
of
bless.
times I see that wrong, like, first of all, they're not on the main counter. Great. They're facing the right direction. Great. They're spaced how they should be because you need to actually run the lines like between them to keep them cold. Great.
I love
I like a correct ale
immersion
tap.
for you
Oh, thank
in
you,
housing.
Brisky.
I like realism. That's like my thing. So anytime I see like these kind of touches, it's what I want.
Oh, thanks.
This is such a cute bar. Just overall, like, very warm but intimate.
Get ready.
Uh-oh. Nayla just exploded.
Phrasing.
Shut up.
Uh-oh.
You don't bring your after-hours stuff here.
Alrighty, shall we go to the next house?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for inviting us, Griffin. We love
Thank you very
spending
much.
time and reading up.
So next we are still an old choice. It's Goblet, Ward 1, Plot 57, and it's designed by Ice Queen, which, you know, is quite intimidating when we think about it, really.
Visiting a house in Gobi.
Designed by an Ice Queen.
Hmm.
I'm running the numbers. It's not checking out here. This can't end well for us.
It's over.
Oh, Goblet tends to be really hot. Maybe it's like melting them.
Oh, so it's like ice cream soup queen now.
Ew. Who likes melted ice cream?
Dude, ice cream soup's the best when you're a little kid.
No.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Okay, 57. That's this one. Oh, we're here.
Southwest, right?
Oh, Sayaka's already here. So fast, Sayaka. Good job. Talia Frost. Ooh, this is cool. I never see people do the black bricks.
It's honestly really difficult to do a dark garden. So
Yeah,
using
it's
this
hard to pull
purple
off.
offset. It's
Really cool.
Yeah, I like the contrast. I wonder if purple is your favorite color.
I mean, it's possible. I also think it's unfortunately like the best color we have for garden furniture to
It's
offset
true,
black.
yeah.
But
Mm.
Alrighty,
like it.
let's go
They're fun.
inside. Mix it till it's soft, like soft serve. Ellie, no. Wow! Oh my god, look at this. This is fancy. Wow, these lines are so clean. Really nice job.
Ooh, look at the microwave.
Yeah, that microwave is so cute.
I love to use the I was about to say garbage bag, the grocery bag for like the panel.
Oh, that's so clever actually.
And these like glass doors.
I really like frosted glass door.
Oh, that's so nice. It feels so icy. Nice job, Ice Queen.
It's hard to get that color on the showcases as well. Like really hard. They
Right.
they love to go green.
I see the bit of curve here, so I'm assuming it's the white screen.
I would have.
Oh,
thought
yeah,
so,
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you're
usually
right.
white
It must be a white
screens.
screen.
But I like how because it's so offset in the back, it just feels like you can reach through it.
Yeah, I want to grab the handle. Even though the handle is just about as tall as I am.
Oh, sent the snowman butt. Gotta send you butts.
Really nice job on these lines between all the cabinets. They're so clean.
They also make sense too, because I see people make lines on their cabinets, right? And then they're like, how are they supposed to work?
Uh-oh, Aiko, put your clothes on.
Oh no, we have a naked baby here.
Thank you, baby. I'm covering. Come on, we're a Twitch compliant stream. Yeah, Ellie's got the right word. This house is very sleek. And we're only on the first floor.
I really like the way they've laid out all their cabinets and everything. It's let them like have these perfectly flat walls, but then do the breaking up of it with the cabinets. The way it's forming that kind of C that's bent in the middle. If you kind of know what I mean.
Is this a small? It does not
Yeah.
feel like one.
Yes, it's a small.
This is pretty much wall to wall.
Really good stuff.
This basement's smart. I really think, you know, if you have the slots for it, building this false floor in a basement so that you can kind of poke some stuff up really goes really far. I mean,
And it
these...
feels pretty natural too, because like you wouldn't even be able to tell honestly unless you
Yeah.
just really know the layout of a small.
I love the I love the fireplace that they added. That's so cool. It's super modern.
Unfortunately, and it's only in like 2 places, bothers the hell out of me that we're doing this. Got a couple of slots of TPP again, which didn't
Aye, aye,
dawn
aye.
on me for like a second.
Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. Aye.
Yeah. So close.
Aye, aye, aye. That's not it, guys. Come on.
It's not it.
Primal, what are you all doing?
So anyway, moving on. Next one, still Ultros, Lavender Beds, Ward 20, Plot 33, and it's by Yanina.
Well, at least we know Yanina's not gonna disappoint
Well, we
us.
can count on you, Nina. Oh, whoops. Not Gobby. LB.
Stalls.
LB. 420. Oh, it's so cute. I love this yard. This entrance with the pergola, so cute. Oh wow, there are a lot of pergolas. Hold up.
Oh, I like how it makes the path.
Oh, that's so cute. That's a really good use of all the slots. You have your little bamboo forest in the back. Very, very cute. Oh, and a garden hidden.
Coffee hair. That coffee stick.
Ellie, you trying to dye your hair? I'm having a good time running through this yard. It's just super pretty. Alrighty,
Be
shall we
fun.
go in?
Oh, is this Yanina's floral build?
Yeah, it's the one she just updated again.
Very, very pretty. So pretty. Yanina, your brain is just humongous.
Oh my god, there's so much to focus on here.
I wanna move in.
Start with the entryway.
Yeah,
I like
so
how
we
she
can
made
start
it
with
look
the
like a
door.
window.
I know, it's
Yeah.
so cute. It looks like a window or almost like an art piece even.
Yeah, I
It
don't think I've
reminds
ever
me of
seen.
like a bit like an attic window.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
one that you'll never open it. It's nice, it's cute.
It had
It's
this like
good
intrusive
use of that.
thought.
Yeah,
If you
good use
open
of
one
that
of those windows.
gigantic door.
Look at her use of the partitions to make the pillars too. And the trophy or like the trophy showcase things. So clever. Yanina just hitting us with like the 12,000 IQ builds.
It's like a really small touch, but I like how she put the flowers underneath that chair,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure like Flora is in love with. Oh
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's so good.
my god, that ceiling.
Oh yeah, and the ceiling too. Oh yeah, here we go. Ta-da! Look at that ceiling, so beautiful.
That
Oops.
ceiling is such a snowflake.
It's a
Shut
special
up.
snowflake. The specialist of all snowflakes. So pretty. How does her mind do this? And of course, as mentioned, we have this beautiful vanity mirror that Yanina has gifted us with as well.
I gotta say, I much prefer this new version of the vanity. I didn't dislike the old one at all, but this new one is just something about the sizing of it. I also really like these little card paper box drawers. I'm glad people have started using them as kind of drawer handles more.
Yeah, these drawer handles are so
it's like Ellie
clever.
just said, it's the scale of this is why it's so good. It's much more realistic now.
I really like this peak of the spring meadow wall too as a trim.
Right, yeah. Just like, it's like the sides of it. It's not even just one, it's four.
Jesus.
The slots. This is what larges are for, everyone.
I really like how she's overlapped and bridged these two curtains over the entrance.
Yes, it feels so dramatic.
Yeah, that's the new item, isn't it? The one with the weird name. Swag
Swag
balance or
balance.
The
something, isn't it?
swag valence.
Yeah.
I don't know
Great-
why it's
great
swag.
name.
The swaggy.
Pretty much no one has ever used it.
The
but
swaggy
that's,
valence.
it's good use of it.
Oh, like the texture is so weird. It doesn't match with any of the cloth items we do have in the game. It's so jagged.
I mean, to be fair, we don't really
Yeah,
have
those
many
polygons.
cloth items.
Check out those polygons.
Sexy polygons.
They ate the budget up in this expansion.
You know what? They're
to be
trying, they're
realistic.
trying.
We're dealing with what's left. You know, Graha's crystal effect died for that swag balance.
You know, the pixelated crystal effect.
So good.
And look at this fireplace too that she created as well. It's so pretty. Yanina brain.
I like the effect of that one snowman, but like the light is on the clock.
Yeah, the solitary snowman butt. Lighting up the clock for everyone to read. And then if we go up these stairs, you know, first things first is we can talk about the beautiful like hanging detail that she created with the butterfly portraits, and also the piano as well, and the roses spread out on the ground. Like, I love it. And then back here is back here's the message book area.
She likes to hide her message books in weird places. I love it.
It's so fun.
Like in her Viking build, she hid it just behind a door, just like open door. Ooh, there it is.
And we can also talk about this headboard that she created for the bed. Isn't that so cute?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like the marble trim that she made behind the bed as well. She didn't have to, but she did.
Yeah, she created a marble trim, and if you look behind the bed, she added like the one of the chocobo tables, I think, below the windows for like gold trim. Just a small touch, but it's so good.
My only issue with that trim on that window is it looks really good, and then none of the other windows have it.
Yeah,
Well, it's like the center
unfortunate.
window, so you can get away with it.
Yeah, it's like the centerpiece
I want
window.
more of it. I want more of it.
Sid
I
just
want it
wants
on every
more.
window.
Well, since make a princessy flowery build like you said you would, and do it.
Yeah, I want to
Give
see
me a-
Sint try his hand at
give me a-
princessy.
Give me a house to do it in.
Fine, I will.
Seriously, do it.
Alright, next area.
Oh, this is so pretty. This bathtub.
I really enjoy
I've got to
this.
talk about the chocobo
Do
counter
it,
handles.
do it.
I've got to talk
Do
about
it.
right. So, I think everyone is universally shit on them, but like, have people realized that they're eggs? They're literally eggs. It's just why?
You know what? It could be like super high tech, like handles where you press it and opens. Can I give an?
I genuinely really like the chocobo counter. I think it's actually a lot better than everyone gives it credit for. But them damn eggs.
Just
Why, thank
accept.
you. I was running low.
Just accept the egg, okay?
Cutting off the legs. I'm moving on. Cutting off the legs of this bathtub is really smart because, quite frankly, they look quite bad, and this looks a lot better.
Oh my, it's a naked baby taking a bath. One of Yanina's little touches is these lily flowers that she uses to adorn the edges of the curtains. They're so pretty. It's just such a small but cute detail.
I like that they've used the alcove bed, but actually like cut off the actual alcove of it.
I also like how the bathtub and everything is framed.
Yeah,
There's like that
it's
one
nice.
solitary small window back there.
I wonder if it's a mirror. I feel like it's a mirror.
Oh my god, like, can you imagine trying to look at the mirror when you're in the bathtub? You just like stretch to look at it.
Do it every day.
Ellie, you might
I
not
love-
understand, but eggs are a currency in Lamia. The wine and cheese board. Oh yeah, look at that. The little shelf for the wine. For the wine glass. And the candle
Fancy
too.
Here.
I really love candles. I don't know if anyone knows that, but I love candles. I need like 10 of them per build.
Yeah, I know that. You love them so much you set up fire hazards.
Yep. It's not a Flora build unless I have candles right next to a curtain.
So, Flora, since you're the flower expert, are those actual like flowers in there, or are they the mammets?
Well, the white things are the mammoth helmets, yeah? Little cotton puffs. I think they're supposed to be cotton puffs, right? Or maybe bath bombs?
What if there are just like 10 of those, you know, what are they called?
The
The
hydrangeas?
scrubby things?
Oh, the scrubbies? Oh, are they supposed to be bubbles? Like soap bubbles?
Oh, that's
Foam?
cute.
That's so cute! Or bath bombs.
Why would you need 10 bath bombs?
Hey, why not? This is supposed to be a luxury house, so you're supposed to assume that the owner of the house or, you know, the person enjoying the bath is gonna like bathe themselves in 5+ bath bombs every day.
Can you imagine stepping into this house and you're just overwhelmed by the stench?
Yeah, you need it to perfume the entire house. So if you're not
I
gonna
would
have
just,
like room spray, you know, like
I would
the
just drop
fancy
dead.
like the fancy diptyque room spray that you can put everywhere in your house, you just, you know, this is like the easy solution. Just like throw 10 bath bombs in your tub and then let the smell permeate the rest of the house.
For the record, I think you've got it wrong. Those mammoth helmets, definitely not bath bombs or anything of the sort. It's for a bath time snack. It's candy floss.
Oh,
No! Yes, that's high living for you. Candy floss in your
Yeah.
bathtub.
You gotta have a fancy bath.
candy floss. You know that's good too.
Problem is with candy floss as well, you tend to get really sticky fingers if you have to touch it at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
So you're already in the bath. Like, it's easy to solve.
They
Oh
would
my
disintegrate
God.
instantly though.
We're moving on.
Food in the water and then eating it after your body.
Ellie, that's how you get the flavoring. I mean, you'd marinate a chicken. Why not marinate the candy floss, right?
Can we have a build where
Alright,
someone
let's
uses
head
a
to the
chicken in
next
the
house, guys.
bathtub? A whole house total.
I mean, some people like Estinian bathwater, or, you know, or
don't know who you're talking
Rochefort
about.
bathwater, etc., etc.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Lily Hills.
Make sure you switch servers.
Yep. We are going
Hmm.
to Famfrit. Lavender Beds.
Whose house is this?
Ward 19, plot 33. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Hmm.
Asken. This doesn't even
Come
make
on,
sense
you
to
got
me.
this. You got this. Pull through.
I think it's Ashy B.
Ashy B? Ashy Bay?
She's still here. I
Probably
saw her
not.
earlier.
It's Ashen. You don't even need the surname. It's Ashen. Wait, this is Flat House, isn't it? This is
I
Flat
don't know,
House.
you probably know better than I do.
This is Slat House.
Here for the slots. Lily Hills, there we go.
Slat.
Address Spamfret, LB, Ward 19, Plot 33. Oh my god, this is a long trek. Oops.
Pro or con that the largest are so far away from teleports.
That's
Your
LB for
warrior
you.
light gets extra size.
That's Lavender Beds for you. Pretty garden, super pretty.
Ashen makes really nice gardens, but this one's also like 6 months old. Completely unrelated to the pill.
Still pretty. It's timeless.
Slap.
Alright, let's go in. Wow.
Tell us about this build, Sin.
I knew it was gonna have to be me. Sure, so Ashen really wanted to make a guard build. I think she nailed it. You can tell by all the stonework and the... I don't know, this was just Ashen's moment with the slats and attempting to obviously do kind of, Japanese modern stuff again, but with actually more of a focus on the Japanese side of it. Where we are right now is a perfect place to point this out. If you check kind of the corners of like all the steps and everything, she's done all this real traditional Japanese binding. And it's like a really... It's like this small detail that like really helps sell it.
Here I was just like impressed because she did that step up in the entrance, which is typical of Japanese house.
There's... Ashen is a person who goes that extra mile every time. She sits, she researches, that's what she does, and then she puts it in, and it works. And this house is like... I mean, it's my favourite... It's probably pretty close on my favourite thing she's ever made, if we take emotion out of it. It's really good. She's done a few things in this house that were pretty much like white whales that we couldn't do until recently.
Like, I'm gonna be level here. Like, you can tell sometimes when Ashen's just building because like she wants to build, and then sometimes you can really tell when she's like feeling really passionate about a build, and you can tell in this house.
Yeah, this is a very inspired build.
Like this door, oh dang, I love it.
This door is fantastic. Honestly, like the spacing of the actual slats is so perfect on it. I know she's particularly kind of fond of this door, and I really like the way of where she put the bindings. So it means that like it obviously would have that like rigidity for where the handle is, because otherwise if it was too spaced, it would be too weak. And the way it's capped top and the bottom, it's just really good crisp details.
I really love the walls that she created with the slats. They just help create such like an open open feeling, but it feels just like airy but also modern at the same time. It's just like honestly an excellent Japanese modern house. And not to mention just the pure magic that is the layout that she created.
Oh yeah, this layout's insane. I really like... I know you just walked past it. I really like this sink with the chocobo counter. Because you know what? Every single time someone makes a sink, they always make a sink that has water in it. Why does the sink need to be full? This is perfect. It's one slot. It's modern as all hell.
And the blacksmithing handles.
Oh, what, for the oven?
Oh, the handles down here.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's speaking of, because I was gonna say for the oven, that's the hammers for the dials on it.
Oh my god! I like how she positioned it properly so that way it looks like there's sparks coming out of the like stove as well.
Yeah.
Like, Ashen, you need to call like a tech for it to fix that. Something's wrong with your wiring.
I remember her saying when she was doing this little kitchen, these slats on it right, she was originally trying to make it look... Obviously, she's kind of deviated from that in the finished one, but she was trying to make it look like a sliding door that you'd pull back. But obviously, she's kind of kept to the same kind of placement of it. It's cute.
This layout.
And then if we go up the stairs, I mean, these cutout windows are just so beautiful. And then it's like slat paradise up here.
It's so cozy.
This back wall of this bed is so incredibly modern. Like, I feel most people would have chose to make a symmetrical wall. But like, if you, honest to God, if you sat down and kind of looked for like this kind of style bedrooms, I like 8 times out of 10, they're all gonna have some sort of asymmetry to it, and it just really helps kind of the flow of the room. Like it drives your eye down, especially with the slats.
Right, like it doesn't always have to be symmetrical and mirrored on each side perfectly.
And
And it's
like
just
that
so
little
cool.
touch with the brown rectifoils off to the side as well.
Yeah, and the way that follows from like what would be the headrest of the bed, right?
Also, if you look
Those
at the shape
lines
of the
that
bed
flow.
itself too, like it's like steps and elevations within the actual bed itself.
It's all just got this massive flow that just kind of moves along. So when it moves along, it actually like wraps your eye across the next wall, and then you kind of have it in you to just kind of want to scan down it.
Yeah, like the bed itself isn't like perfectly symmetrical either. There's like a little part that sticks out on the side that Flora probably can't see on the thing in G pose, where she has that book.
The book. Hang on. Let's go to the other side. Ah, yeah. It's so good. It just feels very lived in. And very very true and real to the actual experience of living in a house. It's just small touches like that that make it feel very like realistic.
And like speaking of white whales, this fireplace is obviously like just like the showstopper in this house. Like I know I personally have been wanting to make something like this for like the longest time, and like Ashton solved that mystery.
Honestly, this fireplace is just kind of a marvel. Like, this was
Right.
legitimately impossible until we had slats. I think it's just really damn smart, and I pity anyone that looks at the BID of it and tries to replicate it and just goes, "What do you mean it's all slats?"
And like Ashton has that patience, but I also just like cringe thinking about how much time she spent floating all these slats, because like I haven't tried it yet, but I have heard they're notoriously small jumps.
Yeah, it's like factory partition. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's easier than the factory partition because the bottom's actually the bottom. Since we're at that point, if we look up at the ceiling, it's all chocobo counters.
They're nice.
Which is great.
They're actually
and I also
nice.
really like, at that point where you see that plate that like dips down, that's where that the end piece is. And so she's perfectly put that over like where she'd want to do a divider anyway, so she can just run that partition down the middle of it, and then it looks like capping. But I really like the fact these chocobo counters have that kind of that hole in it, because obviously she's overlapped a bunch here, but if you look at the bottom of it, that hole that's kind of occurring in the ceiling is actually in the counter. I think they're just really nice, honestly, for ceiling. Slot heavy, but it's a good look.
They're nice for a lot of things. I like how creative people are being with them.
Yep.
I really like that because like that little portion of it that's open makes it feel like it feels very intentional.
Definitely agree with.
And the light shines through it from the top too. It's such a cool look.
Yeah. It mirrors well against what she's got going on in this house with all the slats.
Right.
It's the perfect kind of ceiling for it.
Yeah, like the alternative that she would have had to do before this patch would have been like the regular wooden floatable floors. I can't remember the name of. Or yes, the flooring mats, or perhaps like something with rectangular partitions, but this like feels open, but it also matches the wooden tone and the wooden texture of the new slats, as well as the wooden the wooden steppy shelves.
Steppy shelves.
Steppy.
I like the shower area too.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh
Ashton
yeah,
gets to
this
make
is a modern
again.
This is a modern shower area.
I really like that she didn't use the shower head or faucet bathtub. And just made something like more subtle, sleeker.
Very sleek.
That's the spotlight for the handle, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah. And I'd also assume that it's probably conditioner on the left, shampoo on the right.
Oh my god. I just
In
like
my
that the
mind,
shower's
conditioner is
like.
the whiter of the two.
I like that the shower's like next to the fireplace, so you're all nice, toasty, and warm.
Yeah. My only concern from that is probably the sheer amount of evaporation you're gonna get because of it, like, you know, the water going straight on the fire. Especially when you've got a wood ceiling, like wood warps when it gets too wet.
Mm-hmm.
If you were gonna buy this house, I'd get a safety check first.
Well, I hear the Japanese just tear down the houses like all the time anyway.
Yeah.
And the
Like,
sink.
Mm-hmm. Like that you use that salad. No, it's not the salad bowl. It's the udon,
The
bowl,
udon
right?
bowl.
Mm-hmm.
She
As
dipped
always,
it
she
down.
loves her Oriental partitions.
Such a pretty build.
I think my favorite thing is just like standing in this corner and like looking down at everyone below. It's just such a awesome sense of perspective in this build.
Yeah.
And it really is just like you know, humongous, like giant massive brain build here at work, which just creates this like awesome feeling of illusion and height, all tucked into like the small atrium space of a large, but it feels so massive.
Speaking of massive big brains, this next build we're going to.
Yeah,
Who made
exciting.
this next one,
I
Sid?
don't know what you. I don't know.
Why don't we head over and take a peek?
Yeah, I think it's lavender beds.
Thank you, Bashan, for having us over. It's incredible to watch your big brain work and see it in person and just like look around at everything. Seriously
My favorite
gorgeous.
build. Like my favorite build by her by far.
It's like my second favorite.
What's your
The
first?
emotion in the rainy window build is too much.
Ah, the rainy window build. That one's good too.
So good. Alright, before we get into this build, let me first of all say a few things. Number one, I only submitted this because I didn't have another build on Primal to submit at the time. Number two, Naylor told me to submit it well over probably nearly 2 months ago, and I didn't. So let's do it. Have another build you could look at instead if you want. It's better.
Shush. Did you do the garden?
No, that was Dixon, the owner. He asked me if I could do it, and I said, absolutely not. What you've got is really damn good. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that
this garden
again.
is so cute.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
perfect. Also, that greeting, Irashaimase, is this a wheat build?
Pretty much.
Oh boy.
So, I didn't know this at the time when I decorated this house, but Dixon is quite a big housing fan. In fact, he's done
Ah.
a bunch of his own decorating, and so I didn't really know what I was getting in. But the garden is really good.
This garden is so good. You should be proud of it.
I like how it overlooks the waterfall here too.
Yeah,
Dang,
it's
I didn't know this
beautiful.
house had such a view.
Yeah, this one has a good view. Plot
It's
9.
probably one of my favourite small plots, if I'm honest. I actually just like the position of it relative to the road as well.
Right, and it's right in front of the Ethernet too. Perfect. Alright, let's go inside. I'm excited. Ooh.
Alright, I
Wow.
did a weeb.
This is so
yeah.
This is so good. I mean, I love the caramel tones all over. Go Go ahead.
Gotta admit it, I did a weed build.
I mean,
Alright,
we know you did a weed build. We saw the message book reading.
Did a weed build.
You
Be proud
know,
of it.
nothing wrong with a weed build every now and then.
You know what?
Everyone's gonna like do it eventually.
I legitimately built this at like the absolute high point of me being burnt out and trying to make myself like want to do housing. I built it in probably a day and a half as well, and
God, I remember that.
Impressive.
it's one of my more favorite builds that I've made. I don't get how that works, but
You know,
Alright.
it do be like that sometimes.
Let's look at this door first.
Yeah, fancy
How's
door.
it is a door.
Uh-huh.
That's alright. This came entirely from my brain, and it was simply me going like, I want to make a door that has some sort of modern aesthetic to it, whilst also looking really Asian at the same time. So I just kind of took like, I looked at small references for like Japanese kind of doors, and then I just kind of just slapped some other stuff with it.
You
That's
know,
what happened.
the thing I love about housing is like how people just do like all this research into what they're building. Like that you looked into like BB houses to make this door, and it looks very BB.
I
Honestly,
know.
by the way.
yeah. Honestly, I don't. I mean, I think anyone who's obviously kind of heard me speak before, I don't tend to look at all that many references, and when I do, it's usually like I need the small nudge. So in the case of this, like this door is probably the one thing I looked at, and then the rest is me just kind of in my head trying to be like, there's this style and this style. Let's just kind of smash this together.
I think what I really like about this store is that it feels so balanced. I mean, you have like all these little small windows are cut out and so evenly dispersed, like 1, 2, 3, but then this handle is also lined up with the edge of this far right window, and then the bottom also lines up pretty smoothly with the bottom of that last window too. It's just really clever.
I'm also just like really impressed by like all this framing of the rect boys on this entire wall. When
It's
people like take the time to do that, I'm just like, perfect.
Yeah, it's stunning. Bye, go have a good time at Raid.
I gotta go.
Oh, Dixon's here.
Mhm.
Dressed up a little weird.
Aw, hi Dixon. And then this cozy area, this cozy sitting area as well is so good too.
The sofa's nothing new. Obviously, it's something I'd done before, and the wall art is
The wall
completely
art is cool.
accidental.
Yeah,
Completely
an accident,
Didn't mean-
okay.
didn't-
Like a happy
didn't mean to do
accident, I
it.
guess.
I was making a kind of panel wall using arch windows, and then I pulled a staggered shelf out pretty much exactly in that position and went, oh,
You're like, huh, not bad.
yeah, it worked.
It's really modern and Asian and weeby. I love it. You know what? Like back to the couch though, it's like something about it makes it look really like huge. I can just like flop into it now.
Yeah, I intentionally made it so it like kind of the widths of the two match, because I realized it would aside from like flow, it would make the whole kind of wall report appear like kind of more detailed if it all matched, because you'd be seeing like kind of less gaps.
Mm-hmm.
I think it worked.
It worked. Not think. And
I
like
think
this
it
little
works.
corner like area. It's like sometimes people are like, what do I put in the corner? And since like, how about this?
Yeah, that was the hardest thing in this build to build.
Really?
Genuinely. Yeah, that one partition, that sucked.
Are you talking about this partition here?
Yes,
Ay, ay,
that
ay.
sucked real bad.
Yeah,
Did you, like-
oh, let me guess, you had to float it from all the way below?
Yes, it's entirely from below, and it's pretty much entirely outside of the house box by
Oh.
using the
Ah, yeah.
basement.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had to float myself like in the basement as well.
Oh.
It sucked.
That does suck. This is like the only kind of floating that's possible in a small.
Yeah.
The magic
Yeah,
of
it
a
was-
small
it-
house.
If I saw that in anything other than small, like I'd be screaming third party instantly.
You know, hey, it's Cyan. They're all weeby as well now, just to match.
So, well, as more to be expected from Sint, the clean lines created in this dresser. And I think my favorite thing about this house is this window here. I'm such a sucker for like sunsetty tones like this. So the choice of orange that you used is just so beautiful.
This window. I suck at open windows.
Did you say?
No, you don't.
I know. I'm just gonna admit it. This one was luck. This was sheer luck.
Oh,
I
wow.
suck at open windows
But this
so
one looks
badly.
so good. You can't say that. You can't
Yeah,
say that
so
when
when
it
I-
looks this good.
When I made this, I was just like, oh yeah, go me, and I'm just kind of sat back, just kind of, yeah, go me.
You know what?
I suck at them so much, but
Maybe it's my
the shadow.
rage shade, but I like how the inside of the house looks like it's all sunsetty too.
That's what I was saying, like
Intentional?
caramelly tones.
Yeah, completely intentional.
Really beautiful.
Completely intentional is why I also chose to kind of just use like the lamps that I did, just to kind of
look
force
how
that
cool.
warm glow.
Look at how cool this these slats on the upper level are. They're like they're like offset, so they're not completely straight. That's edgy. It's cool.
There's a couple of reasons I did that. Number one is flow, and number two is they surprisingly look way more wooden when you just turn them like 30 degrees.
Mm.
I don't get it, but they do, and it draws your eye down.
This ceiling is just like so you know.
Yeah, it's massively me. It's completely me. But it also makes like, if you look at it at the right angles, it kind of makes the ceiling look a little bit slanted. It's like the worst optical illusion in the world, but it's kind of there.
Oh, I see it. Like this angle, pretty much.
Yeah.
That is funky. Oh my god, that's cool.
So that was really intentional, which is also why I did that window how it is. You know when you kind of have those like with Japanese kind of houses when they kind of have that slope ceiling just before you come to like the courtyard gardens and stuff. It's that. That's my attempt at that.
I don't know, but like in your head, do you think like the outside has those like the roof tiles, the traditional one?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, because that's how I visualize it as well.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It's seriously like an optical illusion.
I love it.
Especially if I like turn it this way too, then it looks really sloped and slanted.
Yeah. It's a pretty good time to say. When I build, I walk my house a lot. I don't think enough people do it. I will literally I will walk the door, I will put on slow walk, and I will walk my house, and I will check the flow of it. And so I did the ceiling quite early, and when I realized that I was kind of getting that effect, it gave me a lot of confidence with this build. And if I didn't do that regularly, I probably would have finished the whole build and been I don't know.
Yeah.
It's worth it just to kind of every now and then have a walkie walk, strut your legs,
Stretch the legs out. Take a pace. Pace about.
That was not what I heard.
I don't know what you heard. Yeah. You're drinking too much bathwater.
I don't
That's
drink
all
the
that.
bathwater. I treasure it. Just saying.
sell it for $30.
This is a spooky, what is it called? Like, portrait above the bed.
Mask. Yeah. I actually unironically quite like the Hanya mask. I really wanted to use it, which is why I did this. I can't stand the actual frame that comes with it.
It's pretty niche. Oh hey, here's Dixon.
Too scary for me. But I used to have like a dream catcher above my bed when I was like a kid. And then I'd be like, I hope it's gonna like scare away all the monsters in my dreams. That literally is like the monster in my dream, the honey mask.
Slightly funny story. I didn't know when I was building this house that Dixon was a dude or a girl. And so I did the Hanyu mask really quickly so that I could find out sooner rather than later, like if they were gonna react
Yeah, if
to
they
it
were
or
gonna
not.
be into it or not.
Yeah.
So Dixon's a dude then.
Yeah, but I only very recently found that out as well. It's not polite to ask.
Yeah, you were just like, so anything you don't like yet?
Yep.
Just
Just let
maybe
me
like
know.
bed.
You just refer to everyone as pal and buddy, and it never comes up.
You ever have clients where like you talk to them but you never know how to actually say their name?
Yeah, all the time. Pretty much all of them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, next build.
Alright, let's go. Thanks for inviting us over, Sint, and for giving us the walkie-talkie. The talkie and walkie.
It's a walkie-talkie. So, next build, still on fan for it. Goblet. Ward 15, plot 38.
Oh,
This one.
fabulous. I love me a good build by this person.
Trying to like, do I choose? Do I go for like a silly name? Do I go for a right name? Slightly offensive? Like it's
Mix
a lot
it
of
up.
choices here.
Mix it up.
I'll just mix the two. So we'll go with like Smellinor. Smellinor Nettingham. I think that works.
I would have said Ellie Bobelli.
That doesn't even make sense.
Let's see. 38, so that's North Subdivision. Whee!
See, I like to refer to Ellie in my head as with the net being Nettingham, right? Because like
That's
Ellie
such
is
an
like
English
right,
name.
yes, exactly. And Ellie is about on account of being like Australian. Ellie's about the only person who understands half of what I say. Like Americans don't get it. Like the UK and Australia, like a lot of the stuff kind of it mixes, right?
Look at this yard. It must have been done by Ellie, right?
A pretty garden. So pretty.
Why
I
am
love
I
it.
walking here when I can just teleport? What am I doing?
You know what, you just enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, we're just enjoying.
You know, out of everything in this garden though, I like the little flowers here. Just like this cute little touch.
Which flowers? The blood bosoms? Blood
Yeah, I
blossoms?
guess.
Whatever
The
they're
one
called?
by the
Yeah.
tree.
Yes.
It's just like the
You
small
know, this is the
details.
most un-Ellie garden I've ever seen. Genuinely. Like, Ellie makes really good gardens, like, every single time, but she also, like, kind of tends to do, like, this whole, like, less is more approach. Like, she'll take, like, 2-3 items and put them together, and then, like, that will, like, kind of cover, like, a 2-meter area. And so she'll do, like, these, like, pockets of, like, decoration and space it out, and this is, like, this is tight. Like, this is detailed.
That's true. I feel like it's very condensed. And very like concentrated towards the middle.
Yeah.
Whereas with
But
Ellie, I usually see like her builds like so sprawling and wandering. But this is beautiful too.
I'm about it.
Mhm.
I love when you can do this in a medium house, direct path door.
You
I
know,
like
like,
these little folk gardens.
you were talking earlier about how, like, you just like how tall the brick path is, but it actually really works here with the gravel.
Works perfectly here.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks so good.
God.
Ooh. Ooh la la. I'm a really big fan of the combination of light blue and black. I feel like it's very underrated, but I love the combination. It's just so pretty to me. And it feels so fresh.
Farm fresh.
Farm fresh. So I love seeing it like in this build because it's like the starkness of the black and the white, but like a pop of blue, which makes it just feel very like refreshing. Ellie, your brain. Oh wow. And I love all the little accents of the warm wood tone as well. And can we just talk about these steps and how brilliant they are? Look at those.
I really like how they curve out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so fancy.
I really like the color palette in this. The brown against black, white.
Oh, it's so good. And then all the marble accents back here as well. So Ellie is saying that entry was solely because of the showcases fighting being near each other. I would have loved to have a full glass front shop, but alas. Maybe someday they'll just give us a full-on huge glass window or glass like partition to work with. Wouldn't that be amazing?
You should just be like Sint and like block off the entrance and trap people inside anyway.
Honestly though, like a full-on glass partition, I'd die.
I would love a proper glass partition in the same vein
I
as
would
like
die.
the slats, so you can use it as dividers. It's exactly what we need. This is like the next thing we need. The slats.
Yeah,
fix
that's
one
like
problem.
the next level.
Yeah, that and like a horizontal version of the butterfly. Give me those two items, and I'm never gonna ask for
A
anything
horizontal
else
version
again.
of the what?
The butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly. Oh
So
my god.
like a
We need a flat
cutting
version.
board.
Yeah, but with nothing on the top or bottom.
Yeah,
We
I'm
need a
trying to
flat
wrap
IKEA
my
furniture.
head around what Ellie used to make this like awesome like diagonal area here. Like what the hell?
I think it's just
Ellie Brain.
overlap bookshelves, and then
Hidden
the
stuff.
alcoves are hidden within the actual alcoves. Because I can see the little bit of marble underneath. It's hidden inside of itself.
Ellie Brain Humongous?
The hell. Oh, and I like how I'm assuming this is a chocobo counter thing. How she made a tray out of it.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. It's a little tray for your little, for like if you want to buy, you know, bags of coffee. That's so cute. And I love how she uses the side of the showcases here so that the edges flare out from the middle. Ellie,
It's
chef's
so
kiss.
clean.
Mwah. Perfect.
I feel like I'm in a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Feels
I
very
completely
Bluestone.
get what you mean by that. Of course, Dixon's in the back with overalls on. Ellie, we just got you a new employee, it seems.
Oh my god, hello. Look at this door. Like this staff door. That's so cute. Oh my god. And it even has like the swinging the little thing at the top,
And the metal guard.
like the hinge thingy.
Is that... That's not the same one that Alice did, is it? I can't remember what that is. That's the armoire, right? Storm armoire?
Red box,
Armoire?
that's so
Oh
good.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the corner of it where it's rounded.
I really wonder about how you can just spot that and recognize it. Like how many of you
Oh, it's a drive-through.
I have used zero, Naylor. Thank you.
Zero what?
You watched
Stormon was.
Ah,
Literally 0.
yes, I have used 0 as well. Oh,
Like
look at
that,
the drive-through window.
Oh my god, you're right! I thought this was just like a back room.
And yeah, Ali, she uses the utility cots, if I remember. It's like 2 of them, I think.
Oh, that's so cute.
Chocobo counter as well.
And then if we go up here, another cute use of that tray on the chocobo counter. And then beautiful blue window. I love like the olive coloring that you chose for the chair or the sofa over back here. It feels like so Starbucks.
I like it that the bottom half extends past it. Very modern.
It kind of cracks me up in like a happy way that like where this little kind of like slap box is, the wall's actually recessed behind it. I like it. That's
This is
cute.
so
Like,
good.
really cute. Mud green, it's ugly shake. Is this a thing now?
Which green? The
Ugly
Ellie said mud green.
oh,
Ugly shake.
let's go with olive. It's olive green. Get dark olive.
Oh, there we go, the emerald theme.
It's so good, Ellie. Thank you for inviting us over.
Oh my god, I didn't realize Ellie put windows behind these windows.
Mm-hmm.
Ashen thing to do.
Oh, wow, look at that. Ellie, you're so clever. Brain huge. Look at
The
that.
sizing is really
So
well done
pretty.
for these windows as well, so you're not getting like... Because like a problem with doing this is always like bleeding light normally, and it's pretty much spot on. Like as spot on as you're gonna get it, right?
I kind of
Well
like the shadows from the windows behind these
Mhm.
windows. Is that it almost looks like they're from like the buildings next door or something.
Yeah.
I love it. I love how just as you move, the reflections change and appear and disappear. It feels so cool.
Dixon, you're apparently
Yeah,
command
you're a
state
permanent
rep.
employee now.
Alright, next build?
Yes. Where are we heading to?
Yep. We are moving to Leviathan, and it's Mist, Ward 19, Plot 43, and it's built by Icon. Which also, as everyone's traveling, I'm just going to take a 2-minute break.
Let's see. So we're in a levy. Levy?
Is there ever gonna be a time in which I don't sing that song?
What song? Sing it again. Loud and proud.
Leviathan.
Leviathan. I thought you were going to start singing the I Love You Baby song.
Oh, that's a good song too. I like that
I
one.
love you, baby.
I love you, baby.
No. I love you, baby.
Oh. Oh, it's Aiko's first 1-floor only build.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, where is this? Central Mist subdivision. We're going to 43, and that is right here. Here, yes.
Oh, shush, Aiko. I love your builds.
Oh, Aiko, I'm so excited. This yard. So cute.
Cute.
I'm getting a sense that this is a weeby feeling build, but we'll see. So cute. I really love all the different trays you used. Well, I guess it's only really 2 trays. But I feel like these trays, I feel like based on the way you rotate them and position them, they look so different.
Right, I'm here.
You're here?
Almost.
Ah, there you are!
Finally.
Okay, shall we go inside? Ooh,
Ah.
wow! Ooh, oh my gosh!
Your crafting buddies are here.
Oh yes, of course. Oh, I love this. Look at how she created like a false entrance over this way. Oh my
I love
god.
that.
I love. And then over here, the kitchen is so cute.
Like, I love a good marble counter.
Yes, the marble counter is so cute. You used my idea for the rug. Oh, you used the little rug. I wouldn't say it's my idea even, but I love seeing how you put it to life.
It really fits the build too.
Oh, it's so cute. And then over here, I'm a really big fan of the frames that you used for the crack windows to create this little detail there with the messages posted all over.
I like
Brain,
how you
very
framed the
big.
bottom too.
Yeah. Oh, and over here, this little aquarium window is so adorable too. I spy little flowers in the back. I'm always looking for the flowers. Ah, and then back over here. Oh, this is where the message book is.
Such a cozy seating area.
For sure. I'm really excited to go look upstairs.
These clean little cabinets and shelves.
Yeah, this is nicely done too. Oh my god. And then steppies. Oh, this upper area is so cute. This is a little study.
Man, I love it when people like perfectly like use the actual natural chandelier in the house.
It's really hard to do that, especially because you need to like plan around its position and figure out what's gonna go below it.
Welcome back, Sint.
Welcome back. Oh, and
Thank
look,
you.
we have a little
Thank you.
shrine. Little shrine for husbando.
Over the fireplace where he belongs.
He's getting roasted and all toasty. Aw, I love all the little carbuncles everywhere. So cute. Carbuncle
ico.
plush. Oh, Enya would like the little Paisa clock here. You just need to turn him on so that he starts bunking his head.
I also like this like little nook here and with the books and everything.
Oh, this is so cute. Oh my god, it's like a full-on daybed here.
I really like his chandelier choice.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the fact that like the way this is panned out is this is actually at a height where you could water the flowers. It's
you're
just
tall enough.
actually feasible.
If you're tall enough.
I mean, you could stand on the table with it, no?
Oh, that's true, that's true. I
Yeah.
think I can reach it if I stand on the table.
Looks like I'm right
Yeah,
over the
good enough.
fireplace is like the best choice.
You put other best husband up there too.
Hoshafant, Estinian?
You mean the actual best husband? Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I'm campaign Rick and I'm never changing.
You're who?
That
No,
dude,
he's good husband too.
that dude wanted to date me. What did Hoshafant
Oh,
have to do
Hoshafant,
with
I
it?
see.
I don't know if he kind of died for you.
Eh, kind of died for himself.
I don't know why, but like I like how there's no railing here, so you can just jump down the stairs and just end as well.
Yeah, you can just eat. Eat? It's nice and convenient.
For those days when you're feeling spicy. This is cute. I missed half of it, but it's cute. It's really cute.
Go ahead, give your comments now.
It's cute. Did you want more? Oh, jeez. I really like the cut-off of the orchestron. Because, you know what, I'm going to say it. I kind of prefer the big orchestron to the small one. I just kind of do. And I really like the way it's kind of tucked back here. Because the little table one just looks kind of... It looks gimmicky. This looks more, like, authentic. I like it. I like the little Moogle in the back as well. It's cute. He's having a little swim.
So cute.
It's just a nice little house.
It's Aiko.
Also,
It's her first,
this little cart for the floor mat. I like this. I like this little cart anyway. I'm always happy when people use it.
Underutilized.
Massively underutilized. Great little house. Should be really proud of that.
Hi.
Did you know?
Aiko
to make a
was
nice
beautiful.
concerned frog?
Say that again?
Remember when we made the concerned frog face out of this? The cart?
Oh my god. Yeah. No, wasn't that a SpongeBob?
Yeah, actually, I think so.
God bless. It was absolutely cursed. That was more like a cursed frog, if anything.
Did you say this was Aiko's first house?
It's her first one floor
build.
Ah.
We're moving up.
Aiko, do another one! Come on, make the spaces
Yeah.
even smaller.
Definitely. I will watch. This is really nice. I'm really excited to see where you kind of go from this point forward then.
Thanks for having us here, Aiko.
Thanks for inviting us over, Aiko. I'm so excited to see what you do next time.
Working on a
Your
large
builds
now.
are always so cute. I want to see you fill up a large or a medium too, and one floor it.
Alright, next house.
Oh, you said you're working on a large one next. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to Gobby. Still
Yes,
Levy Gobby.
Yeah, Goblet, Ward 11, Plot 4. Xinying?
Don't be embarrassed.
Aw, don't be embarrassed. Not at all. Alright, let's see. Goblet exchange we're going to.
We love everyone's builds.
Plot 4. This way?
Oh, it's that small by the.
Dual Academia, Card Capital 2, Eorzea's premier trading card shop.
Oh,
Oh,
it's build.
I love. Oh gosh, this
I
yard is
remember
so
this one.
cute. This yard feels so adventurous. I love it.
Are these meant to be like card vendors?
I
'Cause
think so.
if yes,
Yeah.
I get it. Cool. Back in the day, which is I realise saying back in the day now is actually over 20 years ago. But in the big mall in my town centre, the height of when like Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing, they used to have this little kind of like market in the middle of the mall, and you'd had little carts that kind of were actually quite similar to this, and they were always like selling cards on them.
I'm glad Sin can like vet that for you.
Yeah. It's a point in realism.
Alrighty, let's go in.
Oh my god. I love how it feels like we are in like a mall or something.
Oh my god! Wow, check it out.
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah, I get it. That took me like a second. Yeah, this is like the normal mall, right? And then you go upstairs to the card shop.
Oh, that's
Get
so
it.
cool. This is like the plaza window shopping area.
Yeah. Okay, that's
so
really cute. It's a
And
good
let's
it's
go
a good
up.
use of like making use of 2 floors as well to do like that little bit with this. It helps sell it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like introduce it, and then you go upstairs to
Yeah.
like that specific card shop. Oh
Okay,
my
that's-
god!
I love how you use the blue carpeting that you would find at like I don't
Yeah.
know mall.
Yeah,
Rooms.
it's so good.
Oh, the milk carton cards are genius. I'm just saying that straight off the bat. That's genius as all hell. I don't care
Oh
how
my
many slots
god,
this
it's
cost.
so
That's
good.
perfect.
No, it's like the only. It's like the only option.
Yeah, it is perfect. Because the milk carton with the white bit is like where you'd normally get the picture on the card, right?
Right, right. Like the little colorful bit is like the description, and the white bit is the
Exactly.
image of the thingy. And look at this outfit. It looks like Dark Magician.
Oh my god, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Which then makes the purple around it like fit even more.
Oh, it's
Not
so
that
good.
not that I know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, obviously not.
No.
Oh my god.
This is cute.
This is so cute. And this is like the area where you can sit down and play with other people too.
I like how this like is this supposed to be like a screen where you like watch videos or something?
Maybe.
There's something very
Perhaps.
specific about how it looks that makes me wonder what it's supposed to be, but I'm not too keen on the card scene to know.
I've been to
Oh my god.
Hush.
I don't know. I've been to like a Japanese bookstore, and they also had like a TV section like just in the middle of the store for like playing random like anime adverts and stuff. So I don't know, it could be like within the realm.
It's supposed to be like a card reader apparently.
This
Oh. A card reader. Oh, that's so cool.
we got a board for tournament standings. I seriously hope you actually have like triple triad tournaments in here. Genuinely, this is cute as hell. I love like when people have like these little ideas and really like execute on it and kind of find everything they can to like sell the kind of what it is. Like this is brilliant. I really like this.
Oh my god, did you see the bracket over here? Like the tournament bracket little thing here?
Yeah.
That's so good.
He's planning on hosting one soon.
Sweet, hit me up. I'll send you straight to the Shadow Realm.
Wow! Oh my god, I'm so impressed. This looks amazing.
This is awesome. I really like this.
And like the little what are those thingies called when you put in coins and little balls come out?
What, like the
The little vending
I know
machine.
what you
vending?
know what
Yeah, I
you
know what you
mean.
mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, gotcha?
Gotcha?
Yeah, gotcha machine?
If you ever get a large and make like a full tournament hall, like please like let me know. I will get Div involved to like host tournaments there.
And then like this little vending machine. So cute.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, it's like different drinks for you, I guess.
Your Monster Energy drink.
It's like one of those like anime themed ones. So cute.
Oh, and I like missed a little book display here. All the little merch.
Mm. For you to get
So you can get
your t-shirts.
your t-shirts. I don't know why, but the way you lined up those books, like, I like that touch.
They're lined up perfectly. Like perfectly imperfect. So good.
And like the fact that like you took the time to like frame the card here, the giant card, just like it's so like real. Cause like yeah, like shops like this would like put their most important posters and stuff behind like a case, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. I just can't get over the Dark Magician cosplay. It's so good.
I'm seriously caught up on the card displays and the tournament bracket. I really like this. This has brought
Yeah.
a smile to my face.
It's so creative. I like the touch where you made it feel like we're inside the mall, visiting like a little vendor
Right.
room.
It's so creative, but it's
Vending
so
room.
cool. Like just brain, huge brain.
Is there anything behind the door?
Was it the owner who like a minute ago said they felt bad they didn't have a super clean build? Because
I know, right? It's like, how is this not clean?
what are you talking about?
It's
This is
so
great.
creative.
Oh, back
The thing
inside the
is,
storage
like,
closet.
Sorry.
you could take this build right, and you could really fine detail everything, get all your sizes absolutely perfectly, but like you don't need to, because this completely like this sells what it is, and it's still really well done. Like, you never feel bad about this ever. Houses like this are just they're fantastic.
Yeah, this
I
is
would love to see
magical.
more and more of these.
Like
And,
a
like, I like how
perfectly
you-
executed theme build.
How you put like even like a little detail of making a back room full of like storage and stuff behind the counter as well.
It's so good. Honestly, what a treat. I hope you feel really, really proud of this build because, oh my god, it was insane. It's so good. So nothing to feel ashamed of or bad about at all.
Definitely.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be
like-
embarrassed by the staircase or anything at all. It's honestly, I genuinely mean this. The staircase is in no way detracting from the build.
I didn't even notice, to be honest. Like people that
Yeah.
pass by staircases so fast, like even if you put so much detail into it, you're just only gonna be there for like a few seconds anyway.
Yeah, it honestly is taking nothing away.
Right. Oh,
Be proud of your build.
I hope you're proud of it because we're proud of you.
Hell yeah.
You did an incredible job. And I can say this for myself, and I think the others would agree that like this build brought a smile to our faces. So thank you so much for inviting us, and I hope you continue to build and expand upon other builds, whether they're thematic or non-thematic. Just really excited to see you do more.
Yeah. Honestly, you got a really good eye for like capturing the details that you really need to sell something. So I'm honestly, genuinely, really looking forward to what you.
Alright, next house.
Next house.
Thank
So
you
it's
for
Lamia.
inviting us.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's Lamia. It's Lavender Beds, Ward 14, Plot 58, and I think it might be owned by a tiny rabbit that everyone likes. It's Naoshi. Although I'm pretty sure that Lamia Naoshi's actually an Aura.
Oh,
Yeah,
but still identifies as a rabbit.
it's still tiny. Still works.
Yeah, still a tiny little bun in all our hearts.
So it's northeast of.
Oh, thank you. Alrighty, so it's the big house, yeah?
The big one. Oh yeah, and as of course, because it's a Naoshi build, we need to there's a game you have to play with them where you count all the rabbits.
Oh, yes.
Because Naoshi's pretty good about hiding some of them as well.
Cute yard. Oh my god, Naoshi, is this your personal that you redesigned? I'm so excited.
Yo, this yard is super cute, honestly. Like, I have never seen someone use this, like, entrance from a large to, like, kind of split it in this way. I'm sure other people have, but this is, like, this is smart.
I also never see people use these housing walls. And now she's special.
This is really smart. I like it.
Alright, let's go inside. I can't wait. I'm so excited! Oh my god! We visited Naoshi's OG house. Oh my god! Wow!
Oh, it's this one!
Yes, it's this one! But redesigned. Oh my god. Alright, here's one bunny in the chair. Oh, look at these doors, these French doors.
God, I like that she took the time to like trim out the walls.
Yes, I was just gonna say, look at the trim on the bottom as well as on the top. Naoshi.
You know what, it's really nice she's done that, because it kind of like, where the partitions change, kind of masks it. Smart.
Smart bun.
I'm at 3 now so far. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, so... Oh, this kitchen is so cute. Look at how she used... Is that probably the vegetable boxes for the shutters? Or the blinds coming down above?
Yeah, I think so.
So cute. Now she's honestly the best at just making like miniature furnishings.
That oven range is so cute. So, people found 6 so far apparently.
6? Oh my god. Alrighty. Oh, I see 2. I'm slow so far. Oh, 3. Sorry. Oh, it's so cute. Alright. I want to visit upstairs.
You know the thing I like about
4?
now she builds is like she has like these cute layout ideas with stairs and stuff.
Oh my god! She's so good at wrapping stairs.
I'm just now she is really good at designing houses that are applicable to the character on, and I really like that fact that like she'll have all these alts and she'll have these houses for them, and they'll all be like a different race, and the house will all be like height adjusted for that specific character.
Mm-hmm.
Great, these walls are fantastic. I'm pretty sure I've seen this on like a. I think I actually streamed viewing this house before, but like these walls are really good, and where
Right,
the color
look at the contrast stripes.
Yeah, and then it inverses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that.
Nashi, how? Share your brain with us. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then like the circular rug here kind of like matches the spotted wall here. It's cute.
Oh yes. I'm just such a big fan of the way now she like uses and is not afraid of color. Like there is no color shyness in this build. And it looks so good.
Yeah, now she's really good at balancing a color palette. Like,
Oh wow, oh my god, this bathroom is so cute.
I'm glad you made sure to put a lifeguard in here as well.
Yeah, a little bun lifeguard.
Ah. You know, knowing me, I would like trip over something and fall face first into that tub.
Wow, now she. Oh my god, just the layering in this build is incredible.
I don't know,
Love the
maybe it's just
levels.
me, but I like it when rooms have different colors and themes to it.
I'm a big
Versus
fan of that
like,
too. Versus same
yeah,
color for every room in the house.
which is like the super trendy thing to make
I
something feel
really,
modern.
I really like how now she does her transitions. She quite likes to like wrap stuff on corners, kind of do it a lot of the time, or like hit with the low entry. Like a lot of people kind of, I think they struggle to kind of like change their palette up, and now she does it like really seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now she not afraid of different colors. Super admirable.
So we got 6.
I think we got 6, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 6. I've properly checked. Like, I don't think there's any like really hidden ones.
Wow, Nashi, thank you for inviting us. I'm so happy we got to check out your new build. I miss your old house, but this one is really awesome in its own way.
Alright, next one.
Yes, let's go.
Yep. So, seems we're in lavender beds for all of this server. So we're going to Ward 21, Plot 59, and it's decorated by someone called Shane. Just Shane.
Oh, I think Shane's with us.
Hi Shane, thanks for joining us. We're excited to see your house.
Oh, this is the OP small, huh?
Oh yes, this is the 59. Northeast
A lot
subdivision.
of rare houses in this stream today.
Yeah, we even had an
Plot 11.
LB11. Let's see.
Oh! Dozen.
Ooh. Alright, gotta... This is kind of cool, the gated fences. Oh, you can jump them? Maybe... I think we're too short to jump, unfortunately.
No entry.
Definitely doesn't want visitors.
It's like a jump puzzle. Oh, you can jump this fence. This fence. The hedges.
I honestly don't think I've ever
Eventually.
paid any attention to this house skin, but like the fact that like half of it's off the floor is really funny to me. You could probably fit like a lot of lards under there.
You never know what's underneath your house when you live in LV.
Oh my god, yeah. You can hide a lot of bodies under there.
Wow, I like that's where you go.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Seems
this
like
skin.
seems like the
It's really
perfect house
cool.
skin for Elshi. Elshi is very stabby.
Stabby Rabby.
Stabby Rabby.
I hope I wasn't unintentionally like racist or anything there. Oops. Ooh.
Oh my god, what a cool build. Ooh. Wow, I like how you use the kotatsu. I don't see a lot of people using it. But it looks really cool in this build.
I really like the colours of this already. I like a nice house that like focuses on black.
I like how industrial it kind of feels with all the pipes and stuff.
Yeah,
I take it
this
this is
open
like
window
a
here.
this is like a Lala house, right? Or something similar based upon like kind of the
Perhaps,
house.
yeah?
Yeah,
The
yeah, it is a
door?
Lala. Like based off like
Ah,
the
perfect.
door and the countertops and everything. Cute.
It's so cute. I love that door. It's so perfectly sized.
What I really love most is actually the window positioning here.
Yeah, the window comes right where a Lala would be. Oh, and I love this kitchen. Look at the lowered sink and everything too. Someone's making cookies. Again, I'm a big fan of the kotatsu. And I like how you use the little sofa couches on the bottom to frame it. It's a really cute idea.
It's... You know what? Honestly, I actually quite like the Riviera shelf.
Yeah, it's like unironic Riviera wall shelf. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's working. You know, with the color palette of the build, the dark metal of it, it's kind of working.
Oh, your Lala is so cute. It looks like Mini Scent, but with gray hair. Same vibe.
I'm gonna have to change my glam now.
Just gotta do it all pets.
Alright, let's go downstairs perhaps?
You know, I know this hallway is because like you gotta like work with the stairs, but you know, I kind of like it.
Honestly, like, how thin it is makes sense, like, with the fact the owner's a Lala.
Yeah, skinny stairs.
Oh my god, you're in this schoolgirl glam. No.
Yeah. Hold on, let me
Oh look,
bit
I
down.
smashed my head into this.
I think my ears.
Your ears touch it. Ever so slightly.
Oh, a little plushie display.
Aww. I love
Cute.
plushie displays. They're so cute. Oh,
You
this
know
is
what?
such...
No
Does it
one
keep
ever
better?
uses the mana fireplace. Like, look how warm that thing actually is.
It just
Like,
like,
everyone
really
always
fits.
uses the back
Yeah,
of
look
it.
at that glow.
It puts out so much light.
It really does.
also-
It just adds so much ambiance to this downstairs.
Yeah. And this actually, like... I mean, so often we kind of, you know, look at making custom furniture and everything. Considering the color palette and everything of this build and the actual size of it, the mana fireplace by itself is actually pretty perfect here. There's no need to do anything with it.
I kind of like how you made the point of making white floors and white ceilings, since like you made the walls all dark.
That's a great touch. And then
The
here's
little
our little bathroom. This is a fancy bathroom. It's like huge. Huge shower area. Aww. And the sink with the stool. That's so cute.
Yeah, this little stool's adorable. I've got like a weird soft spot for Lala houses. I like to watch how people kind of get around like certain issues.
Height limitations. So cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Such
What a
build.
cute home. Thank you for inviting us over. I
Cute,
love
cute,
seeing
cute.
Lala builds, and I hope you do another Lala build in the future. For all these tall people to crouch under.
Alright, next one.
Okay. So, still in lavender beds, last one on Lamia. So it's Ward 15, plot 23, and this is built by Saria.
Ooh, sorry. If it's the same Sari I'm thinking about, we haven't seen anything from her in a while.
Ooh, let's see. Ward 15.
Plot 23.
Northeast subdivision. Oops, I went to the wrong one already. Oh, how did you go to the wrong one with me?
I can't have been the wrong one. Like, the house is right here, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Did I go to the right place then? Wow! I thought I went to the wrong place. Hi, Saria!
She's off.
Aww, this is a cute garden. Please take a load off and relax, but please take off your shoes when you enter. You hear that? No mud tracks. I'm a really big fan of using the Oriental Bridge above a pond like this. Alrighty, we must go inside now. Oh,
Ooh. I like how you like divided up the space.
this is so cute. I'm a big fan of the little overlapping pillows to create this pattern.
Ooh, yeah. I like how it's like a little reading area here. Your like most important books are hidden behind this partition, sliding door.
And another kotatsu. I'm loving it. It feels very cozy here.
Very comfy. And then like this way is like the direction to go downstairs.
Oh, let's go. Aw, this is such a cute little, what would you call this? Like a foyer? Or a...
It just feels like a long hallway to me.
Yes, like a long hallway, I guess. And then if we go downstairs... Ooh, this is cool. I'm actually a really big fan of when people like to, like lofted upper levels like this here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I like
then-
it that this wall here is on a diagonal as well.
Yeah, I think
Side.
that's a really cool touch. So if we go here,
Ooh.
oh, this is gonna be
Spa
so
area?
cool.
No, seriously, you divided up the space in the small really well.
Yeah, there's so much to explore here. So if I go up here, what's gonna be here? Oops.
Like a little gaming area, I guess?
Yeah, this is like a little lounge slash gaming area over here. And then I think over this way, if we cross through the other side, down here is like a lounge area and the kitchen. Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh.
And I'm liking the red and the blacks that you used here. Overall, the color scheme. Yep, this is so small. It's always so crazy to think about all the things you can do in a small house.
Smalls are like some of my favorites. Building like mediums, eh. Largest, eh. Smalls, yeah.
Because they're so creative, and there's so much you can do in the space that you just never realize, because when you like start building in a small, it looks so tiny to you, and then you just think about like all the things that you can fit into there. It's incredible. I'm a really big fan of this bedroom.
It's just like this little flowery water feature here.
I know, it's so cute.
And I like how you layer the full threshold and the staggered shelf here. Hmm.
Let's see, where are you looking?
I'm just looking around. Oh, whoops, I fell through.
Oops. This is so cute. I mean, I just love the way that you took different layers and levels and kind of like staggered them around. Like I mentioned, I'm a really big fan of like the different elevations that you use so that you can go up and down. It just gives so much dimension and it just gives so much dimension to this build.
It has like these
So-
cute girly touches to it. Welcome back.
Thanks. I really like the fact this is pretty much entirely in the basement. I just gotta say it, I really do. Also, like, it's a thing that I don't really pay much attention to normally. It's oriental partition. Like, the way they've obviously cut the height here. The little windowy bit is actually being used as a window. Like,
Oh, that's so true. You don't
no
see that
one-
very often.
I know, and no one really pays attention to this little bit here, but like, that little section's like really beautiful. People should build more stuff out of this.
There was a time where it was really trendy to use it and then it kind of fell off.
Yeah. It's great. Bring it back. Seriously, bring it back.
I feel circle
great.
back to like using that part of the partition. I like housing trends.
Definitely.
I need
Me
to
too.
watch them.
I like housing trends. I don't like when they're called meta. This is cute. It's great how much they've managed to kind of break this all up and create a lot of interest in here.
Right,
Yeah,
like it's
Could use
incredible.
the size of the basement.
You know, like you, me, Flora, we all like to like cut off the basement or like build kind of tiny-ish compared to like how people do it. But, like, yeah, like when people use all the space, they can make something really nice. They just know how to divide it up really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's there's definitely like there's nothing inherently wrong with using space and doing like this kind of thing is really great. Yeah, you break it down into like individual rooms, you create visual interest with your layers. Like it's
Right.
to me, if I wanted to use the whole space, this is exactly how I would do it.
Right, and you like really maximize the space of the basement. It's really cool how you managed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice job, Saria. Thank you so much for inviting us over.
Yeah, I really like this.
Oh no.
Really lovely home. Thank you again for inviting us, and I hope you build
Thank
some
you.
more and show us all the things you can do with the small space that is a small, or the deceptively large space in a small, really.
Honestly, I feel like at a certain point, people aren't really used to seeing the whole basement, so they're like, "Wait a second, this thing's massive,"
Right?
and it is. It's like the basement's big. So anyway, we need to put someone on the spot. We're gonna behemoth.
Oh, it's time.
Lavender Beds, Ward 14, Plot 6. Man, I wonder who designed this.
I don't know.
What a clue.
Someone cute.
Gnarly.
Gnarly. Naily. Newly.
You know, whenever I read gnarly, I kind of think of it a bit like Charlie the Unicorn.
What?
Do you not remember that, Ayla?
No.
Charlie. Nayla, come on, where were you?
Seriously, you're definitely in that age range.
I mean,
Like,
like, you were the one who didn't
like-
get like the oldest balls thing, so like I don't know.
It's because I wasn't paying attention. Come on, like this was like early days of the internet.
Yeah, this was
Oh,
like
is it the Charlie
2008.
Bit Me?
No.
No.
No, unicorn.
Yeah.
We should probably
Unicorn?
Charlie the
Come
Unicorn.
on.
Fine,
Disappointing.
I'm gonna look this up later. I probably do know it, but I just don't remember. Because
Oh,
if you don't know anything about me, I just have the worst memory possible.
please take off your shoes. Did you design this garden?
Nah,
Oh, it's really
I don't
pretty.
do gardens.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You do not. It's really pretty though. I like it. Oh, come here, Saya. Oh wait, turns out I don't have the splash emote. Oh, I do. I lied. I do. Okay, let's go inside. I'm so excited. Oh my god!
I have never even seen a picture of this build before.
Right?
No.
Yeah, you kept this one under wraps. What the heck?
You know,
Yes.
I'm really
What-
bad about posting when I build, apparently.
What the dickens, Naylor?
What on earth? Okay, let's go this way first. Oh my god! Blackpink in your area!
This is what I call was it Sephora Belle or is it Victoria's Secret? One of those two.
Yeah, this is very Victoria's Secret.
This is like Naylor steals my dreams as a build.
Nah, I'm still waiting for that from you.
I love it! I love it! I want to live here. It feels like I'm in a Victoria's Secret.
Cute.
It's so cute! Oh my god!
Right, Naylor, you did it to me. Tell us about it.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
The owner wanted like, pink princessy and obviously they linked me Rhapsody's build, so like I had to like include elements of that in there. Yeah. So I tried to like put my own spin on it. You can obviously tell when my slots are out.
I can't, but you know, I'm excited to see the rest. I'm a mannequin now. Hang on, I have an outfit to match.
Does that? Did you steal my glam for that mannequin?
What? Is your glam pink?
No, but it's literally like the exact same legs as well, and I'm the only
Huh.
person I've seen do it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Wow. Who wears it better?
Me.
Mm,
You know what? I think
Fabulous, don't even.
I chose a lot. I pulled a lot of inspiration from Flora as well because like
me.
what Flora do? You're even like the same shade of pink as these mannequins.
It's true, I am. It's true, I like me some pink.
This is really cute.
It's so cute. I love it. We haven't even seen the other parts. Let's go look. Man, I really love the wood inset that you did here too. It's so good. And then up here we go. Yes. Oh yes, I love it. Oh, it's
Yeah,
so cute. Oh my god, there's so much to take in. So I
You
love
can
this
see the rest of
clock.
the inspiration here.
I love this
Honestly,
clock that you
like-
created.
I was gonna say bless you for using the marble alcove on the bay window.
Yes.
It's like low key always bothered me when people just like put like a bunch of sofa stuff there. It doesn't really make sense to me. The marble does. I really like that. Yeah, you can see massive inspiration here, obviously, but it's still.
But you made it your
like,
own.
It's you.
Yes.
It's definitely you.
Okay, so the ceiling, super pretty. Super pretty ceiling. Oh hey, I know this glam. I just
I
changed
didn't put
my
the glams
class.
in the mannequins by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay. This is like my OG glam. Close, almost.
Yeah, I have to say that's the glam I associate with you the most.
This one? Really? Wow.
I don't know, it's the first one I saw you in.
Well, this one, I guess, like, I never changed it. This is like my OG white mage glam. Like, I always use this glam. Whereas my other one, I switch it up all the time. It's so pretty. I love the daisies that you use in the wall planter vases. And look at this DJ or orchestrion station, I guess. Jukebox? Jukebox, that's the word, right?
Sure.
So cute. It's so precious. And the
That's
fireplace.
from what's her name?
Ellie?
No, it starts with an I.
Hi.
I think they're going by Laura now, but Iora before.
Oh, okay.
Rudy on Twitter.
Oh, Tutti Frutti.
That's theirs.
Right.
I stole it.
It's so cute. I
Yeah.
love it. Orchestrion station? Yeah, it's like radio station, but Final Fantasy. It's so cute. I'm a big fan. I'm just really loving this raised marble area over here with the flowers. Love me some flowers.
Well,
I really like this clock.
Right? Isn't that
I
clock
just
amazing?
really like this clock.
Isn't it so cool?
it's just a clock in a
Good
frame.
clock.
Stop. It's not
You know,
just a clock in a frame, okay? It's
I
huge
had
frame.
it sunk in even more, but then like it kind of snapped forward to something, and then it's like, huh, I
No.
like how it looks, so I'm keeping it.
It looks
yeah,
great.
It's good like that. See, I know it is just literally like a clock in a frame, but like at the depths they're at, the way the
The
corner
hands.
trims of the actual clock go to the corner, like,
Yeah.
it's really good.
I love how the
a-
hands like go float outside of that
Yeah,
inquire within frame.
for a 2-slot item combination, it's really solid.
Yeah,
well done.
it's big brain.
You have a bear here, and he appears to be missing a couple of things.
Mm,
Do you wanna...
I'm sorry, I don't condone bears imbibing on beverages.
Tums. It's cute. Is there more?
No, this is it. All the
Please,
slots
I
are
want
into this
more.
room.
I want to see more Nayla Princessy.
No,
Yeah,
no
Princess Naylor.
Since you do a princess milk.
I want to see Princess Sin.
Sure, give me a house.
I have
Keep
a
saying
large
this.
that you could
Fine.
use.
Give me a house.
Give me a house and also items, because I'm actually kind of broke and I don't know how it happened.
Okay, I can't give you items, so that's unfortunate. But I have a large if you want to use it.
Mayhaps.
Maybe after all these commissions I've finished, I can finally like actually work on my personal.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to work on my personal too. But until then, Sid can have it if he wants.
I would make the
What's so
prettiest
cute?
princess build.
Yay.
I believe in you. Alright, next build.
But I love these
No.
stripes so much. I want them. Give me.
I think we should stay like 15 minutes longer and make Naylor really deep dive into it.
There's nothing to deep dive into it.
What do you mean there's nothing? Come on, stop being like that.
Yes,
So
you
cute.
know,
Alright, next build.
So, okay, but tell us about these striped stairs you did.
I don't know. There's nothing to talk about. They're striped and they're like a little bit janky, so I was hoping you guys would point it out.
I like it though. I think it's cute. Alright, fine. Take us to the next place.
Yep, going to Goblet, Ward 23, Plot 37. It's built by Astra.
Mom. Ooh, Sayaka's pretty early.
Okay. North sub.
It's Enya's mom's house.
Oh, exciting!
Oh, this is my favourite small plot in the game. Genuinely. This is my actual favourite, yeah.
Because it's next to the cactus.
No, because it's at this point. I really like this just little area. I got a thing about it.
Tea room and flower shop.
Yeah, I really like the plants against this wall here and the fact they kind of match up the ones that are on the other side of the fence. I have no idea if that was actually intentional, but like, the best place to do it. It makes it
Aw,
kind of seem like
so
the garden
cute.
extends past where it does.
So cute. This is a good small for sure. I say we go inside. This is adorable. Oh, this is so cute. I'm really, oh my god, this showcase display over here is just really adorable. I love the care that you put in selecting different vases and like keeping the heights of the flowers even, I guess, in a way. And the colors
I like how
too.
it's like in front of the window, so the light's gonna shine through during the day.
Yes, it's so cute. The actual infrastructure window frame in the back there is so good.
Such a flora tea room.
I'm loving it. It's so cute. Lots of flowers everywhere. Perfect. And just like the pinks and the reds he used, really, really cute.
Oh, this plushy area.
I'm gonna just take a nap. Oh, wait, I gotta sit first.
Oh, this is like the children's area, right? I like how she just made this point of putting a mannequin here. A little Lala kid.
You know, I honestly think I've
Oh my
hardly seen
god.
anyone actually use like the macarons as they're meant to be. They're quite cute.
Sint at the kiddie table.
Aww.
Hell yeah. I require an adult.
Since a little baby.
No adults around here. You know, I might be old, but I'm not an adult.
I mean, you don't know Charlie the Unicorn, so...
God.
Seriously.
Best husbands.
Alrighty. Oh, I didn't even see the husband. Okay. Hi, husband. I liked seeing your commercial. That was
Oh my god.
really interesting. Oh!
like, Up.
This flower wall, so cute. I like how you used like the yellow color, probably bone white, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Really cute, and the cake's in front of it, so adorable.
Still going with that, like, remember the last time we went to Astra's build, like, it definitely felt like she really loved to host events, right? And it's still got that kind of vibe.
Oh, it's so cool. Oh my god, just look at the slots here and how they kind of separate the space but keep it looking so airy. I'm loving it. And then here's like a little lounge sofa area in front of the fireplace.
What a pink bathroom.
And then what's in here? Oh, bathroom?
You know, this flower wall, like, I think it's really surprising, like, how wide it actually ends up being. I can't imagine that's, like, much more than a couple of pixels through there, but, like, how much the flowers are visible on the other side.
Dang, you're right.
Wait a sec.
Hmm?
My brain, like, sees... This is where we're at. I see an arch, I see it's a block. Like, my brain goes, oh, right, it's the alcove bed. This is where I'm at now.
Everything's an alcove bed.
It's literally like... Yeah. I haven't seen anyone do that in a while.
Yeah,
It's been a hot minute.
And then up here, oh, cute vanity. I love a good vanity. And then a little dressing rack. Oh, this is so cute. I really love it when people do multi-floors like this, or structures where like you have an upper level and then you can just like look down at everyone from above. Like,
I like how
peak
close it is
voyeurism.
height-wise to the rafters.
Hmm?
I like, well, the way it's quite aligned to the rafters, and obviously it's quite high up. Like, this is kind of giving like an artificial kind of stop. Like, hey, don't keep walking. You know, it's like framed to the edge of it.
I would still roll off this in the morning.
Oh yeah, totally, like 100%. I'm breaking my legs so I live here, but that's irrelevant. That's
That's
me.
just me.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, I think this is like her second or third build, and it's nice to see like that she's done a bit of floating as well.
Mhm.
That's awesome. You did a great job.
Oh, it's her second one.
You did so well. It looks good.
Yeah, it really does. And now you broke the seal on floating as well, so it's only gonna get worse from here.
That's so encouraging. What are you wearing?
Oh
I
my.
don't know. I halfway between two glam sets.
Look away, look away.
Alright.
Thanks for inviting us over. I'm so excited to see your third build. And now we visit Hyperion, right?
It's our last server, and we've got 4 houses on it. So yeah, it's Hyperion. Going to Lavender Beds. Same house is on here twice. Is this an FC room?
Mm-hmm.
One's an FC room,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Perfect.
Sweet. So it's Ward 18, plot 36. In the beds.
Oh, it's Alula's. Expect lots of flowers.
This one's a good one.
You are even here?
Pretty sure I have been. Let's see, 18.
Plot 36. Or...
So I don't want to take the ferry.
Oh, it's a large.
Indeed.
Did they like finally upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Just picked on up randomly, I believe.
Oh, they like found one in the wild.
I mean,
It was
who would
after the
manage that?
demo. The demo.
Sorry, what did you say, Sin?
I said, who would manage that?
Oh yeah, who?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my personal was large in the wild as well. After months of checking.
Honestly, I am shocked that I got a large for that FC.
Like literally the same day you got it.
It was pretty much the same day. Like I just decorated the garden. There was like 130 slots in on the house. Bam.
The yarn is so cute.
Oh, I love the position of this bridge and where it comes to. On this like little like lip of stone on the outside. That's cute.
Oh, that is really cute. That's actually a really good place for it. This is my favorite
I
LP
like that.
plot.
I kind of like the one that's across the bridge.
This one?
No, I think it's the 3 and 30, whatever.
33?
50, 58.
Oh, 58?
Yeah, 50. There we go.
Ah, okay, okay.
I gotta say, this house skin is like the best one for these snow-covered trees.
Yeah, it really
It
is.
just
It just
yeah,
fits.
it's so good for it.
Well, it's, you know,
I mean, it,
fish guard skin.
it's top tier house skin anyway, but works.
I can't wait for the Ishgard housing items to come out. Oh.
And ironically, same. Hey, close an Amazu.
Lulu, it's so good. Ah, I
Just
just
like-
love all the crystal windows.
I love how it
Incredible.
feels like the Namazu are in like little cages. You do your vendor job.
Look at how she created steps up to this entrance. I love that.
Ooh, yeah.
With the rose accents too. Really pretty. And just
I like
this
how she
beautiful
perfectly
green room.
centered everything here to the chandelier.
You can always count on Lulu to have a beautiful green room.
So it's themed loosely after the titanium arena. I can see.
Oh,
I can see that.
I'm sick of this cramped little castle.
You know what? This 4-temp sofa is really good with the rug because it kind of takes away from like the weird height of it. Quite like. Like when you place it on like the natural floor, like do you not think like the seating is at like a really weird height? Whereas like
Mm-hmm.
with it here, it's kind of a bit like I don't
Honestly,
know. It
if
feels a
we're
bit like the
using-
petals of a flower now.
Oh, you're right. I've yet to actually find an opportunity to use that.
Oh, I probably never will.
You say never.
Not
but-
gonna beat around the bush here. I mean, I use weird items all the time, but me personally, probably not.
Ooh, like a little tea
It's
room.
cute.
So cute. Lulu. You're amazing. And I love the use of the rose trellises as partitions. It's just perfect. And then if we go up here... Yeah, this is like the little sky view window, or the sky viewing room. Really, really
like-
pretty.
Cute. Real cute.
84 windows in total. I kind of like what you did with the corners here of the stairs.
It's
Can I
so
take this
good.
opportunity to complain about lavender beds?
Yes.
There's
Yes.
damn wood in the floor. Seriously.
My immersion.
I also like the little lip of the stairs. Like, it's been
I-
like so long since I built in lavender beds large. Like, I totally didn't account for it. So when I was like
God,
building stuff,
yeah, I
it
am.
was snapping stuff. Like, oh no.
I have so mixed feelings about the lip because it's like on the one hand, like by itself, it's quite nice, and if you can actually incorporate it, it's
Yeah,
quite
it's
nice.
beautiful in its own way.
If-
But
If you want, yeah, it's just lavender beds, my nearly my least favorite.
Cheryl's.
I've
not
only
my
had
favorite.
I've only had mist and goblet builds to build in, so I have not experienced
Okay.
the pain yet.
To pre-warn you, you pretty much can't put items on the banister. All right, cool.
Yep.
I really like the way that the center of these rise up higher than the sides. And I also like the point of where they've been forced to overlap. I think that was like a really smart place to put it. It's
Beautiful.
caused like it's really good framing.
This definitely gives me that Titania Castle feel.
Right, look at the rounded windows here too. The way she layered them so perfectly.
Isn't there like some ugly little opening down here behind these windows?
There is, but you can't actually like go in there, I think. So she like covered them up nicely.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do
like a
because you have to
solution
like
to it.
you'd have to take like a beam and float them and oh. Lulu, you have so much patience. And this is just beautiful. Beautiful library area.
Ooh, I like this little window area.
Isn't this so cute? Look at all the pillows. In different shades of pink and purple. I love it.
Definitely.
I really
came out
like the fact
with
the
this.
open windows actually being used like quite well. Like when people kind of use this actual side of a large house, it really matters to me, like kind of the look through you get of it. And this is really strong, like it's really striking. No matter how you kind of pan your camera, the visual interest is there. And so it's like the rounding off of the corners was a really smart move, just from like even looking at like this viewpoint and nowhere else. If you could only see this but not go through it, it'd still look just as good.
Yeah.
That's so true. It's like the perfect glimpse into the library. And then this area is just so cool as well. It's like all the little trophies.
I generally don't really like trophy displays, but using these what's their name? The Ishgard thingy. I don't know
Is it
its
like the
name.
bust or something?
Yeah,
Something
the
like
stand.
that. Yeah.
The stand with the blue base of the trophies against the blue windows.
I think it
like
works really well with the stained glass window.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's a really good kind of like 3-item combination. It's just like a
The
little
display stand.
small display, bam, bam, bam. But really good.
Like the stained glass window blocking the door only works in the LV.
True. It like works perfectly for LV and just about nowhere else.
Also, I can't help but notice there's a lot of paintings in this house, and none of them are horse chiffon, and I respect that.
Actually, I kind of like the theme here where you have all the city leaders on this side.
Yeah, celebrate the woman. Let's go.
Alright, shall we go to the next one since we're here?
Yes, let's go. Right inside. Thank you, Lulu. I love your stuff always.
Mm-hmm. Crescent getting that
Always,
large.
always.
So it's the same house, just room 2.
This is so cute. Oh my god, I never see this
That's-
flooring used.
That's a pretty striking first look.
Wow.
Oh, I love the fact you can't get to the bit at the top. I actually love that. I've got like a bit of a thing for
That's great.
you know when you're like when you're playing like RPGs and you always get these like little balconies that you can never get to, and you see NPCs talking on them, and you kind of look at it and you're like what? I love that kind of thing.
That's so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Oh, I love this. I really just love how the lighting you use throughout, it turns this black and white floor to this like shade of pink and black. It's so striking. I never really see anyone use this floor, but you use it and you make it so pretty. It just feels so fun and cheeky. I'm really loving it.
I like how everything is kind of like warm and pink, and then you have like these blue sparkly lights on the table.
The blue helps a lot. Like it's creating. The thing is, the blue by itself is doing a lot to like distort the color in a way that kind of like pales it out a little bit, and then it matches up against the wall a little bit more at the same time. Like it's the color theory of using like these lamps is strong.
Oh, and Ren's here, and she's like matching her own build.
Cute.
Looks amazing. Oh, and you look so cute in the house too. I love it. It's such a cute cafe. And I gotta agree with Sint. That upper level, that inaccessible upper level is such a cool touch.
Yeah, I really love things.
NPC
I
magic.
I love you being able to like look at something you can't get to, because then it makes you like really look at it, and then you start to look around the corners and everything, because you can't get there, so you have to study it, right? It's great. This is really good use of like the small apartment space and the plot limit.
I like that.
So
it's, like, part of,
expensive.
like, a FC house. Yeah.
What do you like?
I don't know. Like I like it when people decorate FC rooms in the house.
It is really cute when people do that.
Usually,
love
like
it.
even in my own FC, like the rooms are just empty with like,
Storage
a bed in
space.
the corner.
It's so cute. Thank you for inviting us, Claire.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I hope you can get your hands on a small or a medium or even a large and decorate it a bunch.
I'll be really interested to see what you do. This is really.
Really
I want to say like a
adorable.
strong. I want to say like a strong showing. Like you've put yourself into a competition. That's not it. It's nice though. It's not a strong showing for a competition. There's no competition.
It's just a gorgeous build.
It's
Straight
really
up.
nice.
Ah, Alulu stole your medium. Well, take it back.
Yeah, someday.
take it back as long as it hasn't been like 1 month.
Yeah, if it's been at least a little bit of time.
I've
Go
had
ahead.
that happen to me.
Actually,
Oh jeez.
I kind of remember we went to her house, so it was a while ago. Because like I kind of confused her with the other run.
Oh. Alrighty, so we're going to LB and
think it's
LB11. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
2111.
No, we have one more missed house.
Yep. After the LB one.
Okay, so address is LB Ward 21 Plot 11. So actually, you know what? I can just swim there.
Yeah, I'm just like 2 plot 11s in this stream.
Mm-hmm. Good exercise, you know. It's you need to run. What with the, you know, the lockdown, the pandemic. You got to get your daily swims in.
Welcome, a small paladin adventurer's home. Have some tea by the lake view.
I've been here. Why have I
Aw,
been
this one's
here?
pretty.
Oh, I posted the wrong address.
Wait,
Here's the real one.
I think I came to an art party here.
You go to art party?
Perhaps? I think Lestella draws, so...
Yeah, me and Ashton got really bored one day. We danced in the corner. Yeah, the
Oh, it's
inside's
cute.
a little different, but yeah, it was definitely this house.
Okay, let's go inside. Now I'm very curious. Whoa! That's so cool. I was not expecting this.
Yeah, see, I think a lot of this is similar to when I went to the art party. I think. I remember there was a stage here instead of a verdant partition.
Mm.
So I don't know how much else has changed.
Yeah, I really dig it when people just use a little bit of the skylight.
What a cozy kitchen. I love all the warm
I
lights.
really like that open window. I love the light that's being cast through it.
I was like, this
Right,
big one?
that's lovely.
And then I see you next to the smaller one.
And look, we have more eggs down here.
I mean, you know, the world's messed up. It's good to have eggs.
Hard boiled.
Ew. Now I just think that when it goes bad, it's gonna be stinky.
It's cute. I really like
it's
both
very
the
cute.
windows here. Really nice.
And the lighting that they use.
Definitely. I like even in the big one that they've obviously put the windows at the side. So obviously that's east and west wall, so you will get rays at various times of day. It's nice.
Really cozy. And I'm really liking this night sky wall that they added with the telescope. It's a nice little touch.
Oh, your message book is full.
Aw. And let's try going upstairs.
Ooh, nice new stairs.
Whoa, this is so cool.
This is definitely a bit different from what I remember.
Wow, I love the painting station.
Definitely
And all the
fits it for
canvases
smelling.
lined up. That is such a nice touch.
I really love this like high clutter approach they've got. It's really quite well balanced in terms of like how it flows.
Yeah, it's
You can
really
kind-
actually nicely done.
It really feels like the kind of thing where you would take screenshots of your character doing stuff in it, right?
Mhm.
Like there's lots of like little small spots where, you know.
I just love it when
Sit
like
down.
it reflects their personality.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
I also really like the step bed. I never see enough step beds used.
Yeah, it's just like a very straightforward use of the step bed. I think the layered curtains on top of each other are also a cool touch. Hi Lantis! This one's by Lestelle.
Can we get like a cloth partition wall?
I would love that. That'd be so cool.
Yes, but now it's wall mounted.
No!
Ay, ay, ay.
The Square Enix curse.
Oh no.
The monkey's paw.
Well, this is also. I also like that there are also little touches of like paint cans everywhere because Lestelle is an artist, I think, and I think she does I think she posts her on Twitter sometimes, but I'm really liking like that little extra touch because it feels very personal.
I like that the curtain wall actually kind of makes me think it's supposed to be like a canvas wall.
Ah, that's a cool touch too. Yeah.
Honestly, it's just giving me like major tent vibes, and I think like the amount of pillows on the step bed like really aren't helping that. I look at it, I think,
And look at
And I
those
like
candles.
how
Fire
they're not
hazard
afraid to
incoming.
use like
brew.
rugs and stuff. Just like it's very boho, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, it does have like a boho chic vibe. I love this view when you pan out. Like you just go really wide angle and then get this like awesome view of all this clutter and detail.
I really like this the ice partition at the back here for the little fountain. It kind of makes it look like water's running down it.
Oh, that's such a nice touch actually.
It helps that it's the time of day where the glow from the
Yeah.
top
Is there an
Yeah.
aquarium? I think there's an aquarium behind it too or something to help like add water texture. Yes, I think so. It's a really cool look.
looks like a very spacious attic.
And this paint studio is just really beautiful too. A really like nice nod to Lestelle's art.
I really like the stacked blank easels.
Yes, the
I-
canvases. That's so good.
Yeah. Cute.
I also like the
Real
books where
cute.
it's like reference books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really like this. You can tell there's just like a person gone into it.
Mm-hmm. I noticed like the way she chose this particular portrait above the fireplace. It kind of mirrors the warmth of the fireplace itself. Really clever.
It must have some kind of meaning for her. There's like only one portrait in here, I think.
Oh, there's one here. There are a couple. 2, 3.
Yeah, I guess.
They're all landscape. Like, and I mean like absolutely no structure, straight up landscapes.
Oh, you're right. Well,
Like just scenery.
Cute. I really like this.
Thanks for
Yeah,
inviting
thanks
us
for
over, Lestelle.
alright, last build.
Yep. So it is Mist Ward 22 plot 20, and it's Sayaka. Sayaka. I tried.
Sayaka. Oh, I'm excited. Sayaka's great.
Ooh, she's here.
Hi, Sayaka. We're excited to see your build. Uh, 22.
A formal attire event, apparently.
Seagaze Markets. I'm a fan of Sayaka too. I think Sayaka started building pretty recently, but already so talented. Hi there, nice and straightforward. Oh, and a cute garden. Oh, Ariel is amazing too. You have a good mentor. Oh my god, I always love doing this, like pushing the brick into the house, the roses. The roses look like they're growing out of the house like ivy. It's such a fun thing to do.
You know, like I think someone on XIV recently discovered you can actually glitch into the house from the roof now.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, go look it up.
Oh, what, by doing the
New game plus thing.
yeah, start new game plus, and then you just drop down instead of having to do all the dodgy stuff.
Oh. Alrighty, I gotta look that up later. Let's go inside.
I mean, you have to be able to get onto the roof of the house first. Ooh.
Wow. Oh, the colors.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Oh, I'm so happy to see this one in person finally.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Ariel. She's so cute. Oh, that's so good. I love it.
That
Yeah.
accent color really pops.
Yes. Oh,
I
that's
don't
so
think you could have
exciting.
picked something that would like pop harder.
That's so exciting. Oh, I want to get a chance to look at the ceiling. The ceiling's beautiful. Oh my god, the colors are just gorgeous. And I love how you use the crystal, the little crystal imitation windows. Because they like project onto the wall this beautiful pattern that goes so perfectly with the turquoise color that you used. Oh, stunning.
I just love how you weren't afraid to like use the orange.
Orange is such a hard color, but you just embrace it. And it looks so good. I'm always a big fan of this like little orange tree that people use sometimes.
I love this tree.
I know, it's so
really,
cute.
I genuinely think it's amazing. I really like the spotlight over it. I like the way it kind of like
Highlights it. It's so good.
Yeah, the way it hits like some of the leaves, like honestly, like the lighting system in this game is probably one of the best bits about it. So like yeah, take advantage of that. Like,
Yes,
that's
oh my god.
great little detail. In fact, honestly, there's like some pretty strong lighting play in this whole house.
Yeah, Ariel's been teaching you the good stuff. This is good. This is amazing. Oh, it's so pretty. Like this desk, you can see that there's like a light behind that portrait and one behind the... Or I think that's actually just from the one on the stool even. Oh, you know what the light's from? It's from the one on the desk. It's so good. Sayaka, you did a really amazing job just pulling this entire build together. And also like check out the trim on the walls that she used the... Is it the Glade sideboards?
Oh wait, still.
Yeah, the Glade stalls, that's it.
I think it's Oasis.
Oasis stalls?
It's always still.
Not a lot of people do that kind of trim, but it looks so good.
I like the Oasis still very unironically. I really like on this little back bit behind the sofa. I need to talk about this now. The way these lamps hit onto the antique vessels actually pops the color of them and then makes them fall more in line with this orange that you have at the front. And I think that's really interesting.
And look at
Just
the
'cause
shadow
it's...
casted on the wall too.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But it's forcing like color consistency that isn't really there otherwise, just by putting a couple of lights there. I also like with the foliage here, the way it's kind of obviously engulfing part of it, but it's not completely like the way it's been put in, so it's, you know, there's no harsh stop to it. A bit of it bleeds over, a bit of it's like recessed. It's very realistic for like how foliage grows.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
And the
Good
royal
fine detail.
partition too. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
And then over here, I think we mentioned it before, but this violin area, like a little concert area, it's so cute. I love how Ariel was just so prepared.
You know, like another thing I like about this room is like it's like not one big square space. There's like corners and stuff to it.
Yeah, it's broken up and divided, so pretty. Wow,
job.
so gorgeous.
Really nice to see, honestly.
I'm
Let's
just
take
marveling
a
over the colors
picture.
and the combinations. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Picture time.
I'll say like here or by the window. I'm like really loving this like
I think right in
orange
front of here is
area.
good. Okay, tell people in the back. Here, Rena, you can come next to me. There you go. Oh, since getting his squats in. Alright,
You
is
need to
that
time this so I'm just
everybody?
peeking my head out.
Alright, everyone do your poses quick before I set the G pose. I'm gonna do the classic joy. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, now let me set everyone up. Alrighty. Okay, and then Cinta's mid squat. I don't know what part to stop it at. Maybe like right yeah, here? There.
Perfect.
Okay, I think that works. Oh, now I need to hide the... Sorry, Drippy. Not today. And let's go this angle too. Sayaka, your recessed ceiling was so good. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for inviting us over, Sayaka, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Also, special thanks to Sint over here for being our special guest and joining us to tour all these amazing homes.
I feel special.
Especially since I'm pretty sure it's late over there.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's not that late.
Yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse.
It's like 11. It's not that late.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
But yeah, thank you very much for having me on. Really enjoyed it. It's nice to talk to some other people sometimes. Make me say words.
No, keep saying words.
Yeah, say all the words. And
I
of
hate
course,
words.
thank you everyone for joining us again. If you're not already part of our server, please look at the link below the Twitch stream just to get the information and the invite to our Discord. We host monthly housing tours, and we hope that you can join us for the next one.
Well, also like do a better job about vetting houses. I just didn't expect it to explode that much.
Yes, just as a note, please don't submit houses with TPP. We kindly appreciate that.
On the upside, it's a good opportunity for education. So
Yes. So if you did happen to have a house that used TPP this tour, we hope that you can, you know, take this as a lesson for next time and hopefully not use that anymore. You know, we encourage you to ask any questions and we encourage you to learn housing in the traditional and the accepted way that is, you know, in a way that doesn't break the game or doesn't mess with the coding and all the great things that Square Enix gives us currently. So,
I mean, there
if you
was a
have any
discussion
questions, mm-hmm.
in the server like not so long ago about what's the difference between using TPP and glitching. And glitching is tolerated at most, or at the very least, by Square Enix, versus TPP is very much outright a big no from Yoshi P himself. That's
That-
the big difference.
there's to just real briefly. I mean, you can do things with glitching we have Square Enix isn't happy with anyway. They're basically right now they're pretty much turning a blind eye and kind of being like, hey, don't do that thing, but like what else you're doing is fine. The problem is like obviously TPP, aside from just breaking TOS outright, regardless of anything, it affects the game in a way that you can't otherwise, which is different from like ACT, because ACT is TPP, and people always go, well, it's a grey area, but ACT doesn't actually affect the game, right? Like there's a reason that people don't like it, and it's not like some kind of like old way versus new way thing. It's like, hey, this genuinely puts what we have at risk because they can just take it away. It's glitches. It's not meant to be in the game. Yeah.
You can just look at what Square Enix did with waymarks, because people were abusing this third-party program, and when Square Enix found out, they just basically gave us like a,
Right,
I would say a lesser version of what we had before.
they took out a feature of
It's like
the game.
yeah, they like also changing aquariums, right? So they can't overlap. But you can kind of force that with TPP, and there's a damn good reason you shouldn't be doing that. It's
Right. So we
Anyway.
ask that you please try, or please do not, you know, mess with the game and push the limits of what Square Enix allows. And we hope that you can learn to use traditional methods that Square Enix turns a blind eye to and that they technically allow, or you know, give a pass to. And if you have any questions, we're always happy to answer them or provide you with guides or teach you. You know, we're all about doing it the old-fashioned way and not taking shortcuts to get there using easier methods. That's basically the gist of it. Just, you know, let's keep our housing community alive. And let's keep the housing methods that keep our community alive as well.
Yep.
Thank
Pretty
you
much
everyone
it.
for coming.
Thanks everyone for coming, and we'll see you next month. We're going to have another housing tour probably at the late last few days of March. Time always passes so quickly, so we'll see you again soon. And thank you again to Sint.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for having me again. Really appreciate it.
Alrighty everyone. Thanks for joining
Bye.
us, and we'll see you
See you
next
guys.
month. Bye!